Do you have fog? Have you got fog? I had to drive through thick fog to get here this morning. Anyway, good morning. What day is it? Sunday. Sunday morning, all day, Sunday morning. Now, fabulous show. If you just tuned in a minute ago on Sky, you'll have seen it. But have a look at today's menu. Lovely show coming up today with me, John Scott, 8 o'clock. Now, if I was in charge of the quilting world, I wouldn't have called the first quilt Black Hole Quilt, right? Because I just think it's the most beautiful quilt. I had to give it I'll think of a different name during the hour. Anyway, Angie's here. Angie, who they've been keeping separated from me for so many months. We're going to have a lovely show there at 8 o'clock. 9 o'clock, I've got John's Brilliant Books. That's just taking you through some of the books we have in stock at the moment. 10 o'clock, we've got Storm at Sea, which again was with Angie. And then at 11 o'clock, we've got a creative... Well, they're calling it a Creative Grids Masterclass. I'm taking you through all the creative grids that I've got to offer you today. Now, let me just show you, right? I've got 2 pictures to show you, right? The first one is the Black Hole Quilt, right? The Black Hole Quilt. I just want you to see, because normally we'd be holding the things, wouldn't we now, for the what's coming up. It's gorgeous. Angie's made such a lovely job of this. Have a look, right? There it is. That's the... Now you see already, little Paul's saying windmills of his mind, you see, rather than black. Isn't it lovely? It's all, if you look at it closely, they're log cabins. But how much work's gone into that? That's beautiful, isn't it? So that's at 8 o'clock with Angie. And then at 10 o'clock with Angie, we're doing the Lynne Goldsworthy Storm at Sea quilt, which you all love anyway. But look at the colours in here, the rainbow of colours in there. Now, obviously, there's a Christmas tree in that picture, obviously. It's Christmas in January. Obviously, the Christmas tree's not there. That's a still we took on Christmas Day of that gorgeous, gorgeous quilt. Right, now, we want you to get in touch. The best way for you to get in touch is go to our website to send a web chat. What you do is you go to www.sewingquarter.com. You click on Watch the Show Live. Now, you do have to log in to do all of this, but it doesn't cost you anything to log in. It doesn't cost you anything at all. You see the little box there that says Message to Studio? You can write a message there. At your end, you will... oh, now, do I sound Australian? Apparently somebody thinks I'm Australian. Somebody said, the man with the flamboyant shirts, isn't he Australian? Merry Christmas, I mean hello, good day, mate. Basically, you can write your message there. Do not send a long message, because at your end, you see, you can keep typing and typing and typing as much as you want, but at our end, it cuts you off after 140 letters. While we're on that page, you see where it says products from today's show? They're all the products that Becky Blease, did you see Becky Blease yesterday? Wasn't she fabulous? And lots of lovely comments for Becky Blease. She's the newest member of our Sewing Quarter family. Anyway, they were all the items that she had for sale. Oh, they've all gone now. They're not for sale anymore. Oh, it's magic. Anyway, in a minute, all of those will disappear, and all of the items that I'm bringing you, the bundles, the sewing machines, the fabrics, everything will appear there. So if you are watching on a loop on Sky later on, then you can just pop to products from today's show, pop it in your basket. Talk about popping it in your basket. Top of the page there, Liberty Live Expanding Box. I had that yesterday. What you do is when it's live, the show is live, you click on Add to your basket, put it in your basket, and check out. Now, you can check out as many times as you like, and we only charge you 1 P&P of £2.95, which is the standard delivery, £2.95, 3 to 5 working days for that to get to you. Now, you can send us an email, which is the only way to be able to send pictures in and longer messages, studio@sewingquarter.com. Now, the web chat messages come through to little Paul, the producer, who then sends them through to the tablet on our desk. The studio emails, Paul has to type them up for you and show them, but you can send in pictures and everything like that. Now, I just need to explain, before we go to the next picture, we are now live on so many platforms, right? So we're live from 8 till 12 every day of the week, every day of the year. Every day of the year, from 8 o'clock till 12 noon every day on Sky 678, on Freeview 78, on YouTube, and on our website, www.sewingquarter.com. What happens at 12 o'clock is Freeview just switches off. Sky goes on a loop. So if you happen to tune in the afternoon, you'll see the whole show's going round and round and round till 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. YouTube, you can go into YouTube and put Sewing Quarter and put any date that we've been on air since the 31st of January last year. And you can watch the shows apart from the couple of days when Ginger might forgot to press the button. But apart from that, all of them are there. And then on the internet, it just goes on a loop. Now, the only thing is on our website, you can't stop it and start it, whereas on YouTube and on Sky, you obviously can. And also, for those of you asking about the series link, I emailed the management last night, and they are sorting out, because at the moment, you can't put us on series link. So we are sorting that out. Right, I've got a special deal for you today. Before I go and see Angie, I've got a special deal for you today. This the Elna 680, very, very, very popular sewing machine. Joe Carter's got one, and Lucy Brennan's already got one, so that's a testament enough, isn't it? I've only got a limited amount, though. I've only got a limited amount. Elna 680, but what we're doing is now it costs £999 on a normal day. It costs £999 on a normal day. But today, if you buy it today, now, it's only while stocks last or until 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. It won't last 8 o'clock tomorrow morning because last time we did this machine on a deal like this, we sold all that we had available that day. So it's limited. What you do is you pay a £999, you get the sewing machine and all the accessories. Go to the website to check out all the bits and bobs you get with it. But you also get this Kay Fassett Quilts in Ireland book. You get the little pulls off to Ireland. You get the fat quarter bundle, and you get the little cutting mat. Right? Let's have a look at the slide. So you pay £999. You can either look at it two ways, can't you? You're either saving £88.97, or we're giving you £88.97 of free gifts to go with your sewing machine. Isn't it just fantastic? And remember, even if you buy a sewing machine, it is only one post and packaging. One P&P of £2.95, even if you buy a sewing machine. If you go to our website, right, go to the website, go to the shop, top left-hand corner, shop, click on sewing machines, and you can see everything you need to know about the Elna 680. I was using it all day yesterday. I was making all my, I'm not going to tell you what it is, all my stuff for my dressmaking show for Friday, or my pattern cutting show on Friday. I don't know which of my 2 hours it is yet. Angie's going to be using it in a minute anyway. Right, let's have a look at the picture of the black hole quilt again, because I've got 2 bundles to show you, right? There it is. Isn't that beautiful? Such a gorgeous, gorgeous design. Right, I've got a bundle. The bundle that Angie's used to make that one with is here. This is lovely. So this is the bundle she's used. It's got the purples, the peaches, the pinks, the lemons, the blues all in there. Right, look at the price. 7 metres of fabric for £45.49. And you've got enough as well for the background and the backing. Yes, I just had to check with Angie. That was me looking at Angie. Yeah, brilliant, isn't it? So you get half a metre of each of these fabrics. All beautiful, right? Half a metre of all of those. And then 3 metres of ocean. 3 metres of ocean for... there's pastel pink, damson, baby blue, blue sea, mint. Oh, hello? Hello, I've lost you all completely. Oh, you're there now, violet. What was that after blue sea then? And baby pink. So 7 metres of fabric for £45.49. Yeah, you just kept cutting out there, that was all. Okay, then the other colourway, now this is the one that Angie's going to be working on now. Now this one's slightly different, So what it is, you get half a metre of all of these fabrics, and then you get 2 metres each of the 2 creams at the end. Now on your telly they might look the same. One is cream linear, and one is like a vanilla cream spectrum solid there. But you still get 7 metres of fabric, but instead of getting the one big block of blue there, so, oh, hang on. Yeah, so instead of getting the 3 metres, sorry, have I said that wrong? Oh, no, I was right, 1.5 metres of each of those. So what it is one of them is your background for your main, so I'd use the linear as your background for the main, and then the spectrum solid is for your backing. But they're both vanilla, And then you get all the lovely spot-ons, 4 spot-ons, and 4 spectrum solids. I love that. That's the one Angie's going to be working with. Now, the pattern itself comes from, you know, Patchwork Pam and her daughter Nikki. It comes, yeah, Patchwork Pam. She's a friend of Rachel Ruler's. You know Rachel Ruler? Right, here it is, look. Look at this. Now, it's designed by Brenda, this. It's not designed by Pam. It's designed by Brenda. But this is it. This is the one we're going to be making. Can I just show you all? Look at this. All of the details. Look, 9 pages of instructions for the one quilt. That's how thorough this book is. Isn't it gorgeous? Carries on. Oh, my post-it notes have stuck the pages together. There we go. There we go. You see there? Now, before I go on to the next one, let me just show you, right? This is called garden walk. So how many are in here? Is it 9? 12? 12 in here, right? This is called garden walk, right? I've got garden walk here. I'm just going to show you very quickly. Now, these are, obviously, we haven't made these. These are ones that Pam has sent in. Just to show you as an example, they're the ones from the book, right? No, exactly. That's fantastic. So that one's in the book. We haven't got the details for that one yet, but we will have one day, I'm sure. And then this one here, which I think is lovely, but they call it Pac-Mania, right? Pac-Mania. Now, they've sent it to me in a different colourway to the one that's in the book. I'm just showing you very quickly. So this is one of the 12, look. This came as a bit of a shock to us this morning. We didn't even know they were here. Look. They're thinking pineapple rings upstairs rather than... I don't know what Pac-Man is. I think it's a computer game, isn't it? Right. Right, all the party rings and had a party ring and bit there. Anyway, the book is $13.99. It is a fantastic, fantastic, fantastic book. Right, shall we go over and see Angie? Because we haven't seen her for ages, have we?
Months.
Is it months?
I think it is.
How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Lovely to see
Angie,
you.
they've been keeping us apart, you see. Every time we say, oh, are you working on Saturday? No. You working on Saturday? No.
No, that's it.
Well done. It's gorgeous.
It is lovely, isn't it? I don't want to give it to you, really.
Well, put it in your bag. No,
don't want to leave it
no,
here.
exactly. It's incredible. I mean, I'm saying it is just log cabins, but it's the way they've been. I mean, there's a lot of work gone into that, and it's not an overnight. You're not going to make it overnight, are you?
No.
Well, you might have done, but
it's actually, the instructions are fabulous, I have to say.
Oh, yes.
And it goes together very easily. It's 16 log cabin blocks and then about 5 borders.
So the log cabins finish...
The log cabins finish here.
On this one here?
Yeah. And
so this is a border?
That's a border, that's a border, 3, 4, 5. 5 extra borders round. So it is beautiful. And I particularly like it in the blue, like you said, about not calling it black hole.
Yes,
I think the original one was in black. And then this was a dark blue version.
Yeah, because when we were given the, obviously before we started, we were given the brief and everything like that, and we went, oh, who'd call a quilt black coal? Because it's such a beautiful, beautiful quilt, isn't it?
And it's designed by Brenda Sanders. And I think Pam and Nikki just loved it so much that they decided to put their take on it, if you like. And in the book, one of the pictures shows it done with more patterned fabric.
Oh, I'll have a look there. Finished size is 52 inches by 52 inches. The blocks...
Yeah, I was going to say about the size, actually, because of wadding. Obviously, we'll talk about that.
Yes, are 8-inch squares.
Mine actually came to about 50 inches.
Oh, did it even with the borders?
Yeah.
Just cut it out wrong?
Yeah, well, I did check. Maybe one of my borders was too small, but no, it's about...
Oh,
50.
right, this is the one here. Same thing, but it looks completely different again.
So they've shown it with patterned fabrics, so you get a different take on it again.
I quite like it. I quite like it with our planes and spots, though.
And then, yes, the team here asked me to look at another colour version.
Yes.
And I thought it'd be really nice to do sort of a really fresh, a lighter version, if you like.
Yes.
So that's why I've got these laid out on the desk for you.
Look at that, being creative here already.
Because I know John's shown you the fabrics, but I just chose the blues, spot and plain, to go around in this wave effect.
That is beautiful.
So I've just done that so that viewers can get an idea of how it looks.
Now, the book says Jelly Roll Dreams, so obviously everything can be made from a jelly roll, but also we've not done design rolls, we've actually done pieces of fabric that you have cut up to make it. Now, there's different size strips in there. It's not all, because normally when you think of a jelly roll or design roll quilt, they're all going to use the 2.5 inches, aren't they?
And that's
Whereas you seem to have different...
Yeah, that's the benefit actually of not using the jelly roll with this particular design, because half of the log cabin is 2.5, but the other half is 1.5.
Oh, so you're going to waste?
So you'd waste some of your jelly roll strips.
In a way,
it's better to do it from planes, because you're not having so much waste.
Those colours are gorgeous. So are we going to make a block?
Yeah.
Not we. You're going to make a block out
We're going to make a couple of blocks from those colours. If I just, shall I just pop that there?
Yeah, just have it in front. That'd be lovely. Because you've already cut yours out then.
I've got some. They're just on a piece of paper here.
So now all the cutting instructions, are they in the book?
Yes, it's very, very clear, as we've spoken about. So the first page after the initial sort of introduction to the quilt, all of the cutting instructions here. And although it talks about jelly rolls, it will say choose I think it says choose 3 jelly rolls from 8 different colours because you've got 8. I'm just trying to remember, really. Yes. So there's 8 different colourways around, and you need 3 if you were doing jelly rolls. From one of them you use as 2.5, and the other 2 you would cut down. But so all you need to do.
Sometimes in a jelly roll, sometimes you only get 2 strips.
That's right. You
of
might
the one fabric, don't you? You know what I mean? Like within the jelly roll, they normally go design roll. There's 20 designs, but 40 strips. So and you get 2 of each.
But they'll most likely be colours that work together. So you'd have to choose.
But you'd have to then.
Choose
you wouldn't get that.
You wouldn't get it so striking.
In fact, I've not seen a design roll or jelly roll in solid colours.
No. You can get
I suppose you can get them.
You can get some batiks as well that are quite nice like that because they're quite plain. Anyway,
but we're not doing design rolls. We've done it from 1/2 meters of fabric.
Yeah, so it's very clear. What you'll end up with is lots of strips of either 1.5 or 2.5 inch.
And they're the sizes you cut.
So that yes, 2.5 inch or 1.5 inch strips. So you can see, I'm just going to go. I've got all the different sizes here.
Oh, okay, it's very neat.
You have to be. This design, you need to be quite methodical.
Oh, do you? Well, I'd be rubbish at this then.
Yeah, you need to be.
How did you cope? We're mates. We're mates. Don't be messaging in saying he's been horrible to her. We're mates.
This is how methodical I am.
Oh.
You see. So it does all explain this in the book.
Yes.
You do need to choose your 8 fabrics, and then you'll have, it talks about the fabrics, you need to number them. And so I need to refer to that, John.
Okay,
put it out of the way.
So 1, 3, 5 and 7, are they the 2?
Here we go.
Oh, okay.
Once you've chosen your fabrics, you need to then number them.
Right.
Okay?
Yeah.
And then, because the book will say, from fabrics 1, 3, 5 and 7, cut
this many things.
These sort of sizes, and from fabrics 2, 4, 6 and 8 you cut these
Okay,
sizes.
so those go on your piles of fabric.
So I literally had some little sticky labels. I sorted them into 2 piles first of all, and this is easy with this one because I've got my spots in one and my planes in the other, going round. But it's really handy. I would cut a little bit of scrap of fabric and stick it to a piece of paper, and so you can refer back to it. So that you can do that. So so that's really important to do. The next thing to do when I come into it is to actually get into the quilt is to always refer to the top and the bottom of the quilt. So because it's quite round as you're working on it, important to choose which is your top and bottom. So if you're looking at the design like this, I've chosen this as colour 1. Do you know what I mean? I did a little sketch, and so I chose this is colour 1, 2, 3, 4. So choose which are your colours. So it goes round. And so today I'm going to show you this top 4. Right. I've made 2 already. Okay. And we're going to make the other 2. Okay. So I know here I'm working with background and colour 2. Right. Does that make sense? Yeah, because that was 1. Because that's 1. No, sorry. Here, on these ones I've chosen 1, 2, 3, 4. Then. Yeah. So here we've got background and this colour. Yeah. And then this will be colours 1 and 2 or 2 and 3, whichever way I've done it. Okay, brilliant. I need to check that. Paul's confused now. 1 and 2. I haven't got any messages. I've got one from yesterday. I've got one from Lynne doing yesterday because. Okay. Nora, good morning, John and Angie. Absolutely beautiful quilts, Angie. Lots of love from Nora. Thank you. Aww. Claire from Bristol sent in a message. Morning, John and Angie. Looking forward to a morning of sewing quarter to brighten her dreary Bristol morning. Oh, thank you. Right. Did you have snow yesterday? When we left here yesterday, Rebecca Reed was on yesterday. She hasn't seen snow before, it seemed, and she was so excited. She went skipping off to the train station. She's a soft southerner. She's from Bath or Bristol, and she's somewhere like that, and she said, we don't get snow there. Really? Anyway, so you've cut all... Oh, look, that's It was quite weird that one of my ladies out of class yesterday left class and said, see you in the morning. Oh, and it was quite weird. Nice. That was lovely. They'll be watching. Now, this isn't a straightforward log cabin, is it? Because you've got chunky ones and skinny ones. This block is probably show it a little bit better. Yes, so one side of the block is out of the 2.5 inch strips, and the other half is 1.5. But what it gives you is this lovely curve. And depending on which colourway you choose, obviously it can be concave or
yes, exactly.
The other way, whichever the other way is.
Convex. Concave is cave you live in, convex you don't.
Yeah, that's very good.
Yeah,
that's very good. Okay,
right.
so
where do we even
that's
start?
what we're going to do. And then the instructions tell you it's quite. Once you get into it, it sounds a lot, but once you get into it, it's very easy because you've got 1.5 inch squares. Then this is 2.5, 4.5, 5.5. 7.5, 8.5, and you cut all the strips the same.
Yeah.
So it's very, like you say, it's very uniform. And I just had them along my desk next to my sewing machine. I just had my little sticky numbers and all my strips laid out.
Have you got a separate workroom?
I do now, yes.
I was going to say, it'd be a bit difficult if it's on the dining table and you're going to cook dinner.
Yeah, so I hadn't used to have, but I'm very fortunate now, yes, to have a set room so I can just leave it all set up if you don't finish it.
So did you have to give up a music room or something to give you your sewing room?
No, I moved house.
Drastic.
Yeah. We were going to build me a studio on the side of the house, and then the builder he damaged his shoulder. It was a long story anyway, and the price doubled, so we ended up moving instead.
Oh, okay. Right, all right,
so, yeah, we moved house to have a bit more space. So the first one, what you need to look at then, you've got all your, you know which numbers you're doing.
Yes.
And so we're doing background and colour 1.
So you don't ever repeat, you don't ever do 2 the same. So you've got 16 completely different log cabin blocks of 8 inches each.
And actually, once you get into the block, it's very easy. You don't have to concentrate quite so much. Where you do have to concentrate is the first 3 pieces.
Right.
Because I'll explain now. I just need that there to refer to that.
Of course.
So in the first block, we've got a centre of background and a centre of our first colour.
Right.
Okay, and so I'm going to pop... Where shall I put that there?
No, you can have it wherever you want.
Sorry, I thought you were... Okay. So
no. I was wondering because normally you think of a log cabin as only having one centre.
Yes.
And then strips going round and round and round, not 2 squares in the middle.
That's right. So I think this is to get obviously the offset going.
Yeah.
And in the second one, we've got one of colour 1.
We're doing 2 blocks at the same time.
I'm going to go 2 blocks at once so that we get a bigger picture. Yeah. So we've got those 2 together.
So on no block will you have 2 spots or 2 planes together, or will you?
No. No, I don't think we will, actually, on this one. I think they'll all be next to each other.
Good morning, John and Angie. Stunning quilts, and Angie always does such easy-to-follow demos. Thank you from Helen in Worcestershire. You haven't seen today's yet, Helen.
Don't jinx me, Helen. The reason why I'm just doing 2 together is to show that, actually, once you get into it, you can... when I looked at this quilt, I thought... Blimey, 16 log cabin blocks, even if I take half an hour to do each one, that's about 8 hours work. But actually, the blocks went together much easier than I thought, because you can chain piece them like we're doing.
I've put the iron on.
I was going to say, I meant to say to you, actually, I will need the iron. You're very good preempting what we need.
It's the floor manager's rubbish today, you see, that's why. It'll warm up. Do you need it straight away?
I can finger press these little ones anyway, so that'll be fine. So we've just done a 1/4 inch seam. We've got those 2 together. Now, speaking from experience, this next bit going on is the bit where it can go horribly wrong.
Yes.
Because depending on the turn of the blocks is where this next 2.5 inch piece goes on.
Yeah.
But it's really important which side it goes.
Yeah, exactly.
So you have to refer to the diagram again and work out. So I've got my...
So it's here. This is what we're following now. So we put the 2 squares together here.
That's it.
So we've done that one. So then this is where you're deciding where the solid block now goes.
But then refer to the diagram, because depending on what block you're on, it might
twist the other way.
Round. So we've got plain, patterned, and then this one goes here, doesn't it?
Yeah.
That side.
Yeah.
And
but then on the other one
we've got...
I'll turn the book round, sorry.
Thank you. This is that way, and I think that's the other side, actually, isn't it? I ended up unpicking a couple of these because I'd got them the wrong way round. Okay. So I'm going to stitch this one down here. Okay.
Now, in the real world, would you press every seam at every juncture?
I would. Ooh.
Oh, I think, is this the... oh! This might be the machine that was playing up yesterday. Can we get the other 680 out,
It
please?
worked fine on the first strip. Did it do that yesterday?
It did it yesterday.
Too?
It kept jumping.
Okay, let me have another go.
Yeah, I'm going to go and do bundles while they sort that out for you.
Okay, do you think it might be a...
Yeah, come and do
machine?
bundles and books. Oh, right, this one, the spot one is proving very, very, very popular. If you've got it in your basket, you do need to check out. Now, if you're a new viewer, remember, it's not yours until you check out. So if, say I had like 10 of these, I'm just pulling 10 out of the air, right? And 12 people put it into their basket. When the first 10 check out, they'd be told, well done, you've got it. The last 2 will just get, sorry, out of stock. So it's not yours until you've checked out, which is why we've done that. Check out as many times as you want during the day. Right, a quarter of this stock already, it's only 26 minutes past, a quarter of this stock is already in baskets. So please be careful with that one. It is beautiful. So you get 1/2 metre of all of these fabrics, the spots and the spectrum solid. You get 1/2 metre of each of those. Then what you get is you get 1.5 metres of the linear vanilla and 1.5 metres of the vanilla spectrum solid. So that's for your background or your backing, and that's for your background. £57.49. Very popular, that one. Very, very popular. And the bundle that Angie's made one out of, this is that one. And you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 1/2 metre. You get 8 fabrics, each 1/2 metre. And then you get 3 of this, 3 of the ocean, because that's your backing and your background. So that's, you still get your 7 metres of fabric. It's just that your front and your back are exactly the same on that one. £45.49. Beautiful colours, aren't they? Stunning colours. Lots in baskets. Beautiful colours, aren't they? Remember, you can buy 2 ways. You can either come in, like I've been talking about, put it in your basket on the web. You do need to log in, you need to open an account, but it doesn't cost you anything to open the account. Or you can ring the call centre, because it's a completely free number to a UK-based call centre, and they're brilliant. 0800 112 44 33. Okay, and then very quickly, I'll do the book. The book is really, really, it always is. I mean, Pam does weekend retreats and things like that you can go on, where she makes a tuffet or she makes a quilt or something like that. She's very, very highly regarded, and also she's got a beautiful shop. She and her daughter have got a beautiful, I think it's in Reigate, the shop, isn't it, or somewhere like that. And then she lives in the most beautiful house in the countryside. Anyway, it's called Jelly Roll Dreams by Pam and Nikki Lintotts. Nikki's the daughter. Now, you don't have to use design rolls. You can use normal fabric, not normal fabric, but, kind of 1/2 metres of fabrics like we have. Really, really beautiful designs in here. And as you say, each quilt has like about 9 pages of instructions, look. It's just incredible, isn't it? So, nothing can go wrong. Well, I say that if I was making it. But you know what I mean? It's just, you've got everything you need there. There's the one we're doing, look, the back hole. And then there's the one I showed you earlier. Gorgeous, isn't it? £13.99. Okay. Here she is, all fixed now.
Pressing. Well, this one sounds better.
Yes. There was one yesterday. We've only just had them, Jane from Elna came and serviced them for us. And it was all fine, but then yesterday one just kept jumping. Anyway.
So yeah, the book does actually say as well to press at every seam.
Yeah.
The thing with the little tiny squares, obviously, it's quite difficult to get an iron in. So I would finger press first so that it's flat, and
then iron,
because you're not going to burn your fingers.
Okay.
So this is the point where things can go horribly wrong.
Okay.
And then you can concentrate less after that for a little while. So now we're looking at, we've got centre blue, centre to the right, that's on the top, and now we go to our first 2.5 inch square in the colour. Right. And this is where you can tell if you've gone wrong, because you know this should be next to this one. Yeah. And if you've sewn this on the wrong side, it won't be. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to put this one on here now. And on the other one, I'll be able to concentrate less once we're underway. So that one, and then we've got a thin one. This is very confusing.
Oh, now, so because the pale one is the thin block and the spotty one is the wide block.
That's right. Have I got that right? No, that's right. That's going on there.
You sure?
Yeah. The other thing that you can double check is this lovely diagram here, chart actually. So it says block 1. Okay, so
the chart at the top.
The chart at
we
the
need
top
to go
here.
to, please.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. So in block 1, it's telling you in colour 1, you should have thick pieces and centrepiece.
Right.
So in block 1, we've got centre and thick pieces in colour 1.
Yeah.
And in block 2, thick pieces in colour 1, which that's our colour 1, and then thin pieces in colour 2.
Yeah.
So that's another double way of
So she's got
checking.
more than one way to check. It's not.
Yes.
There's a drawing,
there's
the instruction, and there's the final
numbering diagram and this chart to keep checking.
So you've got 3 ways to check.
Yeah.
Chart, the actual finished on there, and then the actual placing there. So you've got 3 different ways to check that you're going around the right way.
And as I say, it's just really starting off the... excuse me.
Back in the joint. You're only in there.
I've got my big boots on today. I should have put something a bit more
Paul's got some bother boots now.
This one's playing up
It's
now.
not got them on today.
This machine's playing up now.
Oh, no.
That's not good, is it? I'm having a machine jinxing day.
You are. Well, and now has that one jumped as well?
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
I'm thinking maybe it might be the bobbin because...
Did you put the same bobbin from that machine into this
he's
machine?
moved yeah, so what I'll do...
Can we have a new bobbin,
I have
please?
got one on the top.
Oh, okay.
I'll stick one in.
Let's just switch
It could be
over.
the bobbin.
Do you want me to press that? Oh, do you want me to unpick that while you're doing the bobbin?
That's weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
So let me try this bobbin. I've got another
Gremlins
bobbin
in the building
here.
this morning.
I had a lady yesterday actually that had a machine playing up, and it just kept spitting out one bobbin. Just didn't like the one. Yeah, so you can have a little.
Now, is that the one I was using yesterday? Because it was absolutely fine yesterday. Because I did all my blocks. No. Just saying. But
It's not me.
Yeah, it must be you. Because yesterday I was stitching all my stuff together for Friday's show and everything, and it was absolutely fine.
Are they numbered? Can you actually
No,
tell?
we should have no.
Which one's which?
It's because we have somebody different on floor every day. And today's boy,
Can't thread the thing
I think
now.
it's his last day today. Or so you've got 2 days left, and then we won't be seeing him again.
I think the threader's not working though. The needle threader.
Do what work?
I think the needle threader's not working. So.
Oh no! Don't be saying that. These are fantastic machines. Don't take out.
No, the needle threaders can easily, if you don't put the needle up, needle down to put the needle in the correct position, it's such a fine hook on the needle threader, it can get just slightly knocked out of a line if someone's tried to use the needle threader when it's not been in the correct place. But
there we go.
There we go.
All right, so it's just the bobbin.
Could be the bobbin, yeah. And so now we put this one on here too.
That was very good that you threaded the machine needle under pressure like that.
Under pressure, John.
I put my glasses on.
Without my glasses as well?
Well, no, I did it yesterday. I even had my glasses on. I was like, I can't even see the hole in the needle.
I do have them with me.
Brenda. This is Brenda. Oh, no, here we go. Work in progress. Quilt made from jelly rolls in solid. Oh, there we go. Love the show. Up early to watch. Oh, Brenda, thank you.
Gorgeous.
Because I just said solid colours. I've not seen design rolls in solid colours.
Oh,
That's
yes.
nice, isn't it? I can see a floral. I can see one floral. That's lovely. Thank you, Brenda.
Okay.
I wonder if that's that, Brenda. Oh, sorry.
Would you like to give that?
Oh, you want me to do the pressing?
Oh, it's up to you.
Well,
Shall we do a dance, or
No,
would you
don't
like
mind.
to give it a little press?
Yeah.
No, it's easy.
Now, which way do the seams go?
So, yes, press away that way. Thank you.
Jo Parks doesn't let me do her ironing anymore because I messed up one of her blocks.
Did you melt something?
No, she did this amazing feather. And then I was pressing it and she was chatting away, and then she cut it, and because I pressed it slightly wrongly, when she cut it, we then opened it out and had the feather, had a great big cut through the middle of it, so she doesn't let me do the pressing anymore.
Well, I still trust you so far.
Yes, thank you. Everyone else does, it's just Jo. We all make a mistake now and then, don't we? Thank you.
Okay, so from here on, it's actually much easier because all you need to do is look at, as you go round now, you'll have a side that's got 3 seams on it all the time. And you're adding 2 of the same colour each time. So we're still on the blue here. So now we add the blue to
chunky
there.
blue.
Chunky blue, and we're chunky blue to this one. So I'll do these 2. I'm glad that the fresh blue is a popular colour because it was you know, there's so many colours you can choose. When I was asked to put a colourway together,
exactly.
There's so much choice, obviously.
The thing is, you could make one in the blue from our bundle. Then if you love it, you think, oh, I could have one in a lemon. Or,
yeah.
Actually, how much did you use? You'd need more than fat quarters to do it then, I suppose, wouldn't you?
You do have some, you don't use all of your ½ metre in every colour, but which I'll come on to. You've got some left over to use on the backing.
Because I was just thinking, because you could almost use fat quarters for some of them, couldn't you? Or not? Would that not be enough fabric, do you think?
It might be, actually. It could well be. Ooh, thank you very much. I will just talk about the backing. The quilt is 50 to 52 inches.
Yes.
Or thereabouts, which is obviously wider than a normal fabric's 42 inches.
Yeah.
So what I've done here is I've specified 1.5 metres for the backing. So it's about just under 20 inches, isn't it? ½ metre.
Yeah.
So you've got 60 inches. In 1.5 metres gives you 60 inches, but it's only going to be 42 drop.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you can choose, the book specifies at the back of the book, it talks about that lots of people like to use double width.
Right, yes.
You know, extra wide,
fabric,
backing. Yeah. But we thought it was quite a nice, affordable bundle to do this all in one. And I thought it'd be nice actually to use 1.5 metres for the backing, but you can add a strip in the middle. Now, I didn't have time to, but I thought it would have been lovely to echo this part of the design. And actually, with all the, because you've got fabric left, you could do strips.
Oh,
you could do
lovely.
you could do it either
a bit like the one Brenda's just sent us, like with the strips of the colour.
Yes.
Do that down the middle.
You could have a panel of that in the centre that way, or that way, little short ones. Or you can use some of the backing fabric from the front just to have a panel, a straight panel in the back. If can I do this? So if you can see,
I'll hold that.
Oh, it's up the opposite way, but let's
there we go.
Try and fold it round. So there you can see I've got that panel.
Oh, yes. So you've still got to put a panel in whatever fabric you use.
Yeah.
You've got to do a panel, haven't you? So you've got a panel of just a panel of blue.
I've used
but you could make that panel of one of your other colours.
You could do stripes
that'd be
or whatever.
Lovely. That'd be really
you could even do a border around. So use the 42 square in the middle and then add a border of colours around the outside.
Now, in our bundle that we've done, there's enough to do that with.
Yes.
Am I right in thinking, is this the book where it says that the meterage they've put in the book is only for the front? Whoever read that this morning?
They do only specify at the beginning of the instructions when it tells you what your requirements, but it does only.
Okay, so if you look at if you're buying the bundle from us, you've got enough fabric to do it, right? But if you're doing it, when you get the book home and you think, well, I want to make that one, remember that the fabric requirements are only for the front, so you will have to add to it to do your backing, but not if you buy our bundle. John, Angie, is there enough fabric in this morning's bundle to make a garden quilt in the book? Oh, I'll have a look. I'll do that. I'll have a look for you now.
Okay. Are you going to do that
carry
first?
on.
I need to check where I am.
Hang on. Well, you have that book back, and I'll do this one.
You're going to get this one.
So, what did Therese want to look at? The garden quilt. Let me have a look at the garden quilt.
So we've got.
Yeah, you asked. We'll find. That's the Pac-Man one. Hang on. That's the black hole. Oh, there it is. Right. So for the garden walk quilt, you need, because it's going to tell us here. Oh, now it's a bigger quilt, Teresa. It's a bigger quilt. The garden walk quilt is 68 inches by 68 inches finished, and the block sizes are 15.5 inches. So you need, I'll just tell you what it says in the book for the front. You need 1 jelly roll or 42.5 inch wide strips across the width of the fabric. So that's one jelly roll worth. How much fabric would that be then? 2.5 inches times 40 is just over 2 meters of different fabrics. Then you need 1, 2, 3 yards, 4 yards of other fabrics. So you would have enough to do it. It would just be a different effect, wouldn't it? So there is enough fabric in the bundle. No, there would be enough. There would be enough fabric to do it. You'd use all of your fabric, I'm thinking, because if this one is 50-inch square and there's some fabric left over, to do that one, which is bigger, I think you'd use all of your fabric, Teresa. I hope that helps, my love. Hope that helps. 3, right, are you confused
4,
again?
5. Yeah, I'm just checking I'm going okay.
So what are you putting on this one? Is this a thin strip now?
Yes, we're on thin strips now. So as you go around the block now, you end up putting 2 of each. So you do 2 thin ones and 2 thick ones, or 2 in a certain colour and 2 in the next colour, if you know what I mean. You never put more than 2 strips on, so you need to just keep on top of where
Also,
you're at.
you will be in your workroom on your own without me wittering in your background. My friend Dulcie, she's a costume supervisor, she did Downton Abbey and she's done a lot of big feature films. She
I've got a feeling I've gone wrong here somewhere, but I've
she was watching the other
it.
day and she went, I don't know how Lucy made anything the other day with you jabbering on in her ear all the time.
Yeah, I think I've gone wrong somewhere, because you should be attaching pieces to the side with 3 seams.
Yes, and you've just done it to 2.
And I've got 4 seams there, and it's gone on to 2, so I am incorrect somewhere.
Okay,
so
got a little message from Joyce in Greater Manchester.
So you're right, it's not
I've
easy.
broken my no more fabric January promise.
Oh.
Just had to buy the spots bundle and the book. It'll be a challenge. Angie, you are inspirational.
Oh, how lovely.
No, but look at this. John, you make me. And then it runs out of letters. Is it angry? Is it angry? Little Paul says it, you make me angry. Oh, Joyce.
No, I'm sure it's not.
I wonder what it
I'm sure
is.
it's something sweet.
Oh no, there was a lady on Facebook yesterday didn't like my jibber jabbering yesterday. Well, I think she was talking about me rather than Becky. It was after our show, because I did 2 hours yesterday and Becky did 2 hours, so I'm presuming it was after mine.
You can't please everyone, can you?
No, it's fine. She still loved the show, she still loved the channel, so it's fine.
I'm wondering how far I've got to unpick now.
Oh no.
So,
But says that one, surely that one goes there, does
I
it
need to
not?
just double check.
Oh no.
So, yes, it probably is. No, because it's the wrong colour. Look,
No.
I think I've gone wrong, completely wrong somewhere.
no.
This is not good, is it? In fact, let me
I'll tell you,
concentrate
let's
on
get
more.
one of the blocks you've made. We can do it from one of the blocks you've made.
It won't be the same. It curves a different way.
Oh, okay.
It's curving the opposite way to the others.
Oh, I have an email, I have another email. Well, Angie
So I
unpicks
do
this.
apologise.
Don't worry at all. Oh, look, there's the idea you've just mentioned. I made this for my twin grandchildren and embroidered the words from the Rainbow song that they love to sing. Loving Angie's demo this morning, even though it's gone wrong. She didn't put that, I put that big. Diane in Woodhouse Eaves. Oh, it sounds lovely there. Thank you, Diane.
Yeah.
Let's have a look at it. That's gorgeous, isn't it? Oh, I love all the colours. Thank you, Dan.
I think I know where I've gone wrong with this. I've put this on the wrong side. So where I said you've got to be particularly careful putting the first 3 together, I've gone wrong on the number 4.
Oh, okay.
Getting cocky, so you do that, don't you? You think, I've done the difficult bit.
Oh.
It's a breeze now. That's okay. We're showing that we're...
Remember, there's 2, I'll do them from here. The 2 bundles. We've got the blue spotty one, the one Angie's using. You get 7 metres. There it is there. 7 metres in total. Now, that one there, remember I said that a quarter of the stock were in baskets? Well, half the stock is now gone. Okay, that's the blue spot one. That's the blue spot one. That's called the Wave. That's called the Wave. There's the colours there. And then we have the other one, the one that's behind me on the wall. Beautiful colours in this one.
It would be lovely to see a finished one in this colourway that I've put together in a few weeks when someone's
what are you muttering about? There's the other bundle.
Finished it.
Enough for the back and the front, remember. For the back and the front, £45, sorry, 49 pence. 7 metres fabric, lots of those in baskets.
Probably the machine going wrong that's thrown me, hasn't it? I know where I've gone wrong now. I've put it on that side and it should have been on the top. Sorry, guys. Got all these scraps now.
Right, we're back.
Everywhere.
We're back. We won't show that bit live. They'll cut that bit out when it goes out on air.
I'm going to double check now. I'm going to put this, and we've got lots of frayed edges now. I've had to unpick that. So I think this one should have gone here.
Right.
Do you see? I've put it on there.
Right.
And I think it should have gone there because then that will give me my 3 seams. No, I think I've gone wrong with that one as well.
Let me unpick that one then while you sew that one.
So I can do this one. Thank you. Got lots of frayed edges now because I've unpicked it really quickly. That's okay. At least the machine's sounding better, eh?
Yeah. I think whoever put the bobbin in put the bobbin wrong, maybe.
Okay.
We'll blame WH.
And then we can put this one on here. And then we'll
William
be back
Henry.
to where we were. What's
the matter? So they asked upstairs what WH stood for. But as I say, he's only going to do a couple more days, and he's not coming back, so it's fine.
What I found, because you can...
Is it still wrong? I'll just unpick that one. No, that one.
Okay, I'll double check.
Able to watch you live this morning. Wanted to say the Elners are fab.
Oh.
Oh, but the presenter yesterday was using the hand wheel. Oh, is that because Bex did that yesterday? It's playing up. No, she did. Rebecca Reed did hand cranking on the zip. Yeah, right.
Okay. If I just explain now with
yes,
this,
if you don't mind.
I can explain that we've, once we've put these ones on, we should then always only have one side that's got three pieces of fabric.
3 pieces of fabric.
2 seams.
Yeah.
You can see all the others have got only one.
Right.
So we've added 2 blues, so now we know we're going this side because it's got 3 pieces of fabric, 2 seams.
Right, with the white.
Which is where we go now with the next
So
colour.
this one's right then, this one? Because you've got, oh no, because you've got 3 on that side and 3 on that side, so that's in the wrong place as well, isn't it?
No, there's only 2 there, isn't there?
There's 3 pieces of fabric.
3 pieces of fabric.
3 pieces of fabric.
Yeah, so that could be right, that one.
Okay.
Could be. Might be, could be.
Stitch that and we'll see.
We'll stitch this one to try and catch up some time.
You do make me smile. Do not change. Same Quarter is the best channel. Oh. Is that from Joyce, who sent the half message earlier? Thank you, Joyce, my love.
It's on a go slow. No, honestly, once you've got the first couple in place, it is easy.
Right, is that in the right place?
Yes, we're going okay now. You're going to press that one for me, and I'll double check my diagram with this one to make sure I'm correct. So
Christine says, morning. See, John, if you stopped jibber-jabbering, Angie and the Machine wouldn't have gone wrong. They could have a #1 song instead. Angie and the Machine. Do you mean like Florence and the Machine? I don't know. So anyway, now that's 2 conflicting. Should I stop jibber-jabbering or not? Oh, everyone's saying
No, I've gone
stop.
wrong with this one as well. Gosh,
well, you carry on with that one and I'll unpick that one.
2 pieces, please. Okay. Dreadful.
Only got 7 minutes left, Ange.
I know. Oh, really? Well, I better get on with this block then.
The finished article is brilliant. What we wanted to do was get 2 blocks made so we could see a whole row of this one.
So we could see a whole row, yes. That was my plan.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
I'll finger press this so that we're not taking too much time. So there's 2 more of the thin. So now we're on the 2.5 inch strip again as we go round, and we've got a side with 2 seams. So we're on track with this one.
Okay.
Yeah, I actually went wrong with my 3rd piece on those. I think it was trying to look at the book upside down. Machine going wrong.
Just move on. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go.
There we go. They do look gorgeous. It's a gorgeous. I don't know. You've probably seen off log cabins before, have you?
Yes.
Yeah. This one was wrong as well, John. Did you just pick 1 piece?
Yeah, I picked 2 pieces.
Oh, did you?
But.
Oh, I'll double check then. I'm going to double check. So we've got spot, plain. This should be here.
Okay, I'll pick that one.
Thank you.
That's a problem.
So where am I? 3rd, 2 seams. I've just put a spot on, so I now put one of these on here. There we go.
Quick email coming up. Just coming up now from Caroline. Morning all, smiley face. I love that book. This is my 3rd Penny's quilt. Love Angela too. Have her on the show more often, please. Well, if she wasn't so busy doing other projects, she wouldn't be on more. And she turned us down one day last month, didn't you? Oh no, you weren't very well.
December, I was ill in December. I did drop a show in December because I was not
so it's her fault, not ours.
With my
and of course, after today's getting it all wrong, she might, it'll be under review as to whether she comes back.
Get fired. So now I'm back on.
Look at this one. This one is just a little bit.
little bit. I'm back on skinnies now.
Okay.
Would you like me to go back and address that one? See, this is why I thought I was being clever, didn't I, trying to do 2 blocks at once.
Lynn, my love, she says, I always watch in the evenings. Do you have a complete solid choice to show us this morning? As in, the complete solid choice for this is this one. But also in the 11 o'clock hour, I have got some solid bundles. They're not this big. They're 3 metres or 1.5 metres in size. But I have got solid bundles in the last hour. This is the solid bundle from this hour that I've got available. Lynn, my love. 7 metres for £57. Oh,
could you give me a press, please?
45 something, that one, isn't it? 99 or 49. 49.
So...
you do have to start checking out, I'm afraid.
Yeah, this should be here.
It's only yours when you sign out, when you log out. Oh, no, check out. Get the words right, John.
We might just make it.
What are you muttering about?
We might just make it.
We will. Suzanne, as a beginner, it's great to see how you put things right. Learned now how to change a bobbin rather than call my husband. See? See? Oh, no, you got 3 minutes.
3 minutes?
Yes.
Oh, you're kidding.
I know, that was a sudden jump down from 7, wasn't it?
No, I feel...
No, that wasn't
gutted.
4 minutes. Last night, I woke up with 2 hours to go. You know, like, no, it was lovely, because you look at your clock, got 2 hours.
You had...
Got in, rolled over, and the alarm went off, and it was like, that 2 hours went in like 4 seconds.
I'm trying to save some time.
It's not impossible. It is impossible, but it felt like I'd literally rolled over like that.
I'm trying to finger press for speed now to try and get as many pieces on as possible. Turn the machine.
What I could do is I could go and do bundles and come back. So I go and do bundles and come back.
Will Paul allow?
Yeah.
He's got to promise to come back.
You what?
But he's got to promise to come
back.
Yeah,
we will. I promise. Okay, very quickly then. Here's the 2 bundles I've got, plus the book. The blue spotty one. Oh, no, hang on. I've got the pastel one first. That's in there. £45 and 49 pence. Half metre for all of those. 3 metres of the ocean blue. 7 metres in total. £45 and 49 pence. Please check out your baskets. The other bundle is this one. Most popular. The one Angie's chosen herself is the most popular. Now, this one, you get half metre of all of the blues and the blue splots. Then you get 1.5 of the linear vanilla and 1.5 of the spectrum solid vanilla. So one of those will be your backing and one of those will be your background. £57 and 49 pence. The book, oh, there you go. The book, which is completely gorgeous and very, very, very popular. Jelly Roll Dreams by Pam and Nikki Lintotts, £13 and 99 pence. Now look at that, you see there's 12 patterns in there for £13 and 99 pence, just over £1 a pattern. When you think there's 9 pages of instructions on most of them. It's beautiful. Oh, sorry. What are you muttering about over there?
Very well explained.
Just concentrate on sewing, if you don't mind. Gorgeous, isn't it? £13 and 99 pence. Right, now, very quickly, before I go over that, now the sewing machine is a brilliant sewing machine. It's just we've got the gremlins in today. But we've got a special deal for you today. The Elna 680 machine, we've got a bundle where if you buy it, now it costs £9.99 on a normal day, right? But today you can buy it for £9.99. But we're giving you, as a free gift, 10 Kate Fassett fat quarters, a bundle of 10 of them, the Kate Fassett Ireland book, Quilts in Ireland, and an A3 cutting mat for £999. I've got it here. Yeah, no, that's fine. I'll show it very quickly. I've got the bundle here. There's the bundle of Kate Fassett fat quarters. Loving it. The book, Quilts in Ireland. These are the free gift. This is the free gift you buy the sewing machine. And then I was confused by A3, that was all. 2 A4s together. 2 A4s together, that's what it is. Okay. Ooh, someone's had a go at that one, haven't they? Right, okay. And also, while Angie's still sewing, I'm just going to tell you about the batting that we've got available. If you want to buy, at last, my kind of quilting. What that goes wrong, you mean, Rambo?
It's lovely batting, actually. It's 100% cotton, this one.
Now, if you bought warm and white from us before, it's the same warm and white. It's just a different packaging. $19.99. That's twin size, 72 by 90. So plenty for this one, isn't
yes,
there?
you've got some left over.
And you get some left over, yeah. Oh, I quickly press this. How many minutes have we got? 2 minutes, Angie, to show the finished quilt.
Quilt.
Oh, there's all these bits left.
No, they're not all to go on. Because I'd cut for 4 blocks.
That's why I went over there, so you could finish the whole quilt. Didn't expect it to be...
What, all 50 odd inches?
Yeah.
There you go. Perfect. Yeah, so please excuse me for finger pressing.
So you've got 50 seconds to sew them all together.
You would actually. So that's that one. That's there. You would actually press in between each of them.
Of course.
This is this corner with the curve this way, and this should curve the other way, hopefully.
Yes. Is it right?
Yeah.
Janet, John, don't change best show on TV. I've learned so much. You don't learn anything from me. You learn it all from these blooming experts. They're brilliant, aren't they?
Is that right?
Is that right?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah. Is it? Or is it that way?
Leslie.
Try to
Morning,
look
John and
upside
Angie.
down.
Love the
There we
show.
go.
Carry on jabbering. You make my day. Lots of love from Leslie and Ked. Thank you.
So I'm looking upside down at it, but we've got this curve going here.
Yeah.
It should match the diagram in the book.
Yeah.
We've got the curve over there, and then this is the tip. So we've got this curve here.
Oh, that's why it looks a bit different,
So we've got this curve here. This is the tip of the other two coming in. And as you can see, this is where we explain the blocks finish here, and then these are borders. Now, why you need to just make a mental note of the top and the bottom of your colour choice is because it will talk about adding borders to the top and bottom, and then the left and right.
Oh, you have to add the borders, because otherwise you wouldn't get a circle, would you?
Obviously this would be a different colour to what border you're adding here.
Of course, and that one, if you got them the wrong way around, you put yellow up and it wouldn't have worked.
You've cut your strips wrong, So,
you're back in an hour. We got there, well done,
yeah.
And actually, if you'd done it right, we'd have been standing with nothing to say. You're back in an hour with, the Storm at Sea.
Storm at Sea, yes. Some foundation paper piecing and an alternative.
Yeah, exactly. Got something very special next. Oh, the book hour. It's John Scott's brilliant books coming up next. Don't go anywhere. Get yourself a cup of tea and we'll have a sit down. Go.
Follow us on Pinterest. Search for our Sewing Quarter page and follow us to discover sewing work we create and love.
It's official. Sewing Quarter has arrived on Sky TV. You can join us on Sky 678 7 days a week. Add Sewing Quarter to your Sky favourites so you never miss a programme. And if you set a series link, you can catch up on our shows from each day at any time. If you don't have Sky, you can still join in the fun by watching us on Freeview Channel 78, on our website at sewingquarter.com and on YouTube. So tune in on Sky Channel 678 or on Freeview Channel 78. We'll see you there. There are many ways you can watch Sewing Quarter. We are live every day on Freeview Channel 78 and online at sewingquarter.com from 8 a.m. till 12 noon. But if you've missed a show, don't worry. There are 2 easy ways to catch up. The first is through our website, www.sewingquarter.com, where we repeat that morning's shows throughout the day. On the homepage, you'll see our video stream. Click on the video to hear sound and see a list of the products that we have shown in that day's shows. The second way to catch up is on our YouTube channel. All our shows are kept on YouTube, so if you buy a product and want to see the demonstration again, you can. Go to www.youtube.com/Sewing Quarter, where you'll find all our shows listed by date. Select your preferred date, then using the description beneath the video, jump to the hour you want to watch. Then you can pause, rewind, play and skip your way to the bits that you want to watch again. Only on Sewing Quarter, Freeview Channel 78.
Join us on Wednesday the 24th of January when Victoria Peat will be in the studio sewing a stunning Loving Hearts quilt by Pam and Nikki Lintott. At 9 a.m, Victoria will guide you through quilting this pretty pattern from the Lintotts book, 2 from 1 jelly roll quilt. This gorgeous design uses just half of a jelly roll, so it's a great value quilt that looks really impressive. We have 2 different colour options available for you, a pink version with ditzy florals and spots, contrasting with mint green and coral, and a red colourway that includes red gingham, spots, and the bright florals and birds of Heather Bailey's Norwegian wood. So don't miss this show at 9 a.m. on Wednesday the 24th of January for Victoria's expert quilting tips and advice, only on Sewing Quarter, Freeview Channel 78 and Sky Channel 678.
Simply Sewing is a magazine for dressmakers and home sewists who are passionate about fabrics and love to sew with stylish patterns. Each issue is packed with technical know-how, templates and easy-to-follow instructions to sew yourself quick wardrobe updates, accessories, plushy toys, gifts, bags and more. Plus, each issue comes with a free dress pattern from our expanding trend-led collection. We're proudly flying the flag for contemporary sewing with stylish patterns and beautiful photography to inspire sewists across the globe at every level. Oh, hello. Welcome to my lounge. It's a bit like Mrs. Brown's Boys. They say, hello. Oh, no, it's a bit bare there. I should have had a plant. Could you get me a plant? Get me one of my plants to put there. That'd be lovely, thank you. It's a bit bare there, I said. Where have they gone, WH? There were plants in here. Oh, it's there. Oh, you could just see the edge of it there. Oh, there's another one. There's a spiky one somewhere. Anyway, good morning and welcome to John Scott's Brilliant Books. I know, it's fantastic, isn't it? I just finished my tea. I hate it. Don't you hate it when you watch EastEnders and they make or any soap and they make a really, really hot cup of tea, right? And then they go like this, and you're thinking, and they go, and you think, no, you wouldn't be able to hold your mug like that. I've got nothing. Nobody made me a cup of tea or nothing, you know. We're not allowed mugs in here anyway, even when we're poorly. Slide it in. Right, we're gonna do an hour. Oh, WH, you're giving away your secret identity now. Anyway, that's better, isn't it? Do you know what? Hayley's most probably going to tune in a minute, and she's going to be going, "What the heck have they done to the studio?" Anyway, we're doing John Scott's Brilliant Books. I've got about 8 or 9 books that we're going to go through. And now, before I start the books, we've got a fabulous bundle today. A really, really fantastic bundle. It's with the Elna 680, which is quite nice sitting down. The Elna 680, it's like I wore some decent shoes, isn't it? I normally, you know. Anyway, the Elna 680 sewing machine, which always sells for $9.99. If you buy it today, now it's limited, right? Only today, you still get it for $9.99, but if you get it today, you get a 10-piece fat quarter bundle from Kay Fassett. The Kay Fassett, it's all actually called Quilts in Ireland. It's not just called the Ireland book, it's called Quilts in Ireland. And you get the A3 cutting mat. They're all worth £88.97. So if you buy them today, if you buy that machine today, we will send you all of those. Now remember, the P&P, if you knew, the P&P is still only £2.95. Let me warn you, if you do buy that, you'll get 2 deliveries. The sewing machine, because the sewing machine comes straight from Elna, and we send you the free gift from here. So they will come as 2 different deliveries to your house, but just so you know. Anyway, should we start? If there's any, I've got my tablet here, so if there's any questions you want about the book, we're ready to go. The first book, now I'm not quite sure how I'm going to sit now, so we haven't rehearsed the next bit. Here we go, I'll just hold it like this. Oh gosh, no, that's not a good shot. I can't put the cushion there because it'll be my microphone. Hang on, anyway, it doesn't matter, I'm not proud. There you go, perfect, thank you. All Things Quilting with Alex Anderson. By Alex, why have they put it? Look, All Things Quilting with Alex Anderson. By Alex Anderson. She's lovely, Alex. She's really, really lovely. £19.99. This is fantastic. It's from first step to last stitch. Learn to quilt the Alex Anderson way. There are must-read tips for quilters of all levels. There's a complete quilt making course in the book, and helpful how-to photography, and stunning finished quilts. Right, now she lives in North Carolina, does Alex, and she's always smiling. I'll turn it round for you, because look, it's got all the different, look, It's got all the, what the book's about there. You need to come in a bit closer than that, I think, to see. You see lessons in fabrics, colour theory, rotary cutting, piecing, applique, there you go, paper foundation piecing, and settings and borders and hanging sleeves and label, everything. Right, okay, there's the book. Now I've got to lean forward because I need to show you the book properly now, don't I? This is where it could all go horribly wrong now. Right, so here we go. There's no rush, we can go through the book as you want. So everything you need in your sewing room, your sewing machine, the different feet that you're gonna need, rotary cutters, fabric and colour, choose it and use it. Now, isn't that funny, because little Paul normally comes up with those sayings, doesn't he? Oh, look, that's Kaif. There's the Kaif Convolulu there. Colour wheel, all about the colour wheel. It's very important you understand the colour wheel. Now, these are obviously just different fabrics that she loves and everything. Then let's start on alternative strategies for choosing fabrics. Then, drafting a hexie, which is fantastic. You do the tumbling blocks and everything. Rev up your rotary cutter. So we're still on techniques, you see. We're still on techniques at this stage. All that expertise that she's giving you, cutting equilateral triangles, cutting 45-degree triangles, the ins and outs of piecing. It's lovely, isn't it? Really gorgeous book, this one. And then, let's just keep going, because there's all these instructions, all about placing. It's just, we're still on methods. We're still on all the different methods here. Oh, it's the secret star point method there. Oh, now that's very much like a, they're lovely, aren't they? Diamonds, Y seams, all about, because we often mention Y seams, don't we? We're still on techniques, you see. We're still on techniques here. Right, and then moving on. Hand piecing, still on techniques. Right, applique. Applique, very, very popular. Oh, look, isn't that beautiful? That was the one that was on the back of the book just then. And then, we'll move on, because these are all still on applique and everything like that. It's just fantastic, isn't it? Putting it all together. Now, look. Isn't that beautiful? Just stunning. Really beautiful, bold patterns in here. Look. Oh, that's nice. Now, you know, like that one, Joy would like that one, wouldn't she? Because it's very traditional, and this one as well. Look how that's put together. That's like a massive courtyard steps, isn't it? They call it stars for sure. Medallion, they call that one. See again, look. Consideration for proportion. It's just a fantastic book. Look at that one. Look. Now look, you see, ideas creating your own motifs, doing soft curved lines. Right, preparing to quilt. It's just got everything. Ready, steady, quilt. Oh no, ready, set. No, it's ready, steady, isn't it? Or do they say in America, ready, set, go? Obviously not. Anyway, even how to use a thimble. Just fantastic. You know, all these details of everything that's going on. Straight line quilting there. What I'm looking for is, oh, there, finishing touches. It's fantastic, isn't it? Everything you need to know. Do you know, like this book, Davinia would like this book, because she's starting off quilting. That is lovely, isn't it? Oh, I'm not there, I'm here. At £19.99. It's All Things Quilting by Alex Anderson, £19.99. Okay, I'll just put that on my bookshelf next to me here. There we go. Right, next book. Practical Sew. Oh, looking at the wrong place. Practical Sew and Mend. Practical Sew and Mend. £9.99. £9.99. Now, if we're thinking of gifts, you're thinking of your present cupboard. This one is Practical Sew and Mend by Joan Gordon. £9.99. I'll just take you through this one very quickly. This is a lovely one. Essential mending know-how. Now, it's a kind of skill that's kind of gone out the window, isn't it? Because we're just so used to disposable income. You know, you go to those shops, Primani and places like that, where you go in, you buy a top, you wear it 3 times, and that's it, you get rid of it. That's not what used to happen, is it? You used to have to mend. And where did Sashko come from? From mending and repairing clothes. Do you know what I mean? Where is Mandy Shaw right now? She's in Japan finding out all about fabrics and things like that. Also, she showed all these beautiful fabrics that have been mended over the years and years and years. So it's really, really important, I think, sometimes. Because, for example, yesterday I was telling you, wasn't I, about this hoodie fleece that I've just bought and the zip's fallen out of it, right? I rang the shop and they went, oh, you've worn it, you've washed it, so thing. I know how to do it. I could look in a book like this and look how to fix it. You know what I mean? It's fantastic. Very good if a student's going away and you send them off with a sewing kit and things like that. So again, all your basic know-how, threading a needle, even down to the basics of threading a needle, unpicking stitches. Now, a lot of people go, oh, John, that's like teaching your grandmother to suck eggs. It is, but sometimes people don't know. The very first thing we did at Wimbledon School of Art was we had to sew buttons on, right? Very, very first thing we did. And if it wasn't right, Fran Bristow sent us back, go, that's wrong, that's wrong. We did buttons and we did seams. That was what we did to start with. But exactly how to sew a button on. 4-hole button. Of course, if you buy the Elna sewing machine, there's a feature, isn't there, to sew buttons on with. And now that one with the shank, have they done it with a match? I always do it with a matchstick, the one with the shank. Oh no, that's a button with the shank. But you can make your own shank, can't you, using a matchstick behind it, making a hand-stitch buttonhole. There you go, that's the way to sew on hook and eyes, using a little blanket stitch. £9.99 this book. Metal hooks on your waistband. So, it's got Velcro, buttons, seams. Now this is the next. You see, this could have been the Wimbledon School of Art prospectus, couldn't it? Because that was the second lesson with Fran. We just did different seams. Taking in a seam, letting out a seam. Now we had to do a French seam and a thing that hems, had to hem things. Oh, we've got that tool. See that tool? We've got that on our website. Top stitching a hem, that's like on your jeans and things. Blind stitching hem, very important to know how to do that. I was watching another channel where they were showing blind stitching on the machine. It went completely wrong, but that's about the by. Making a jump hem, letting down a hem, letting out a hem more like, taking up a hem, hemming stretch fabric. You see all these important details, fix and repair, instant fixes. You see, if you're at work in an office, you could staple your hem up if your hem's fallen down, just until you get home and you fix it. You might have safety pins with you, might you? Isn't it lovely? All these different instant mending, darning. How many people know how to darn these days? Now, you see that one, mending a pull in knitted fabric. We've got the tool to do that with. A pull-through tool. Mending a hole in stretch fabric, invisible mending. Fixing a full set. It's just brilliant. £9.99. Practical Sew and Mend book by Joan Gordon. £9.99. Okay. Now the next one. This is a new book. This is quite new to us, and I love this book. This is gorgeous. Now we've already made a shirt. Paul Clark has made a shirt out of this one. I want to do some of the projects out of this book because I love it. It's the Berda style sewing vintage modern. And you're like, what does that mean, vintage modern? Well, you'll see in a minute. £24.99. Looks lovely, doesn't it? 19 creative projects. I'm just showing you the spine of it. Right, now look, you see this is gorgeous because it's got one of those ring binders in it. So you can lay it flat. You know when you get a book, I hate it when you get a brand new book and you have to crack the spine for the first time, you know what I mean? And it's like, oh, and I love this because this is just, you see, it's got a ring binder. I don't know quite how I'm going to hold it. Oh, there we go. I tell you what I've got. When I worked before, one of my viewers, Glynis, had a book holder made for me. I should bring that in for shows like this, shouldn't I? It's a lovely wooden, it's got a little plaque on it saying made for John Scott and things like that. It's beautiful. It's got a gorgeous, there used to be this shop in London, and the designers did the costumes for Devdash. You know Devdash, the great big Bollywood movie. And I was involved with that and everything, and they gave me this book as a present, and it's just, I'll bring it in one day and show it to you. Anyway, how to use this book. It's all about different patterns, different styles. Again, you've got techniques and everything at the beginning, all down to measuring yourself, size charts. Because obviously, different people have different, so this is the Berda size chart, this one. So you've got something to work on in the book. All about tracing a pattern, making a pattern. Right, look. Where do we get? 1920s to 30s. This is what it is. So it's taking the essence of an era, like 1920 to 30, Gorgeous drawing there. But then, look, all details about the period. This is like when I went to Wimbledon School of Art, we did the history of fashion and history of style from the year. Look, Louisa drop waist dress. How beautiful is that? How contemporary is that? And yet it's taken from a 1920s dress. It's beautiful, isn't it? Love those skirts. Very, very flattering as well. But look, and also brilliant if you don't like your waistline, because it's got that dropped waistline. There you go, you see. So you've got your dropped waist. Now remember, I'll do that later. Yeah, okay. All the instructions. Then 1930s. You see all about the 1930s in there. And then look, beautiful. Now what it's done is brought the 1930s, brought them contemporary. So a lovely pattern dress, but then with that gorgeous, it's called the Greta dress. It's kind of got the cape at the back of the dress. It is beautiful, isn't it? And then look, all about pattern manipulation. I'm going to be covering a lot of this on Friday about pattern manipulation with a different book, But again, all the details you need to know there. Then, Amelia top. That looks very 1920s, doesn't it? Really good. How beautiful is that? The little top there. Made of a medium weight cotton. Beautiful, isn't it? Then we carry on with, again, all the pattern manipulation there. I'll move a bit faster for you because it's very... There we go. 1940s and 50s. Oh, thinking Betty Davis, now Voyager. This is the new look, 1952, this dress. 1952, exactly, that dress will have been designed. You know that because the new look came in, which was this lovely peplum style here. It's just gorgeous. Right, please check out. Now, we've got this. Paul made that for me. Was it that one he made? One like that, wasn't it? Yeah, it was the Frank button-down shirt. It was. It's called a button-down shirt, but hasn't got a button-down collar. Oh, we hear a lot about Burda lately. Where does it come from, John? Oh, Burda. Now, very quickly, Burda were a company, a little family. They're still a family business. But they're huge. They're global, but it's still run by the family. They started off doing paper patterns. Dressmaking patterns. I'm going to sound like I'm ancient now, well I am. When I first started, when you used to go to John Lewis's or the shops to buy, when shops had proper haberdashery departments, remember? And you'd go, and Burda would have a big, and they'd always do the style, they'd always do dresses, dresses like those we've just shown, the stylish evening gowns or the very, very stylish over. And they've just built and built and built from there. They do magazines, they do all sorts of things now. They're a massive, massive global company, but they're still family orientated. And they're from Germany, they're based in Germany. Then we got into the 1950s. Look how good. Now we do that gingham fabric here. I love it because they cut the top on the bias, look. I just think it's beautiful. Really, really gorgeous. Look. Do you know what would look nice in that? Deborah Sim. Deborah Sim would look nice in that, wouldn't she? Lovely in the 1950s. Then you've got the petticoat to go underneath. There's something on the picture that Paul's got in his house, he said. Hang on. Oh, yeah, you've got one of those. You know what? They're from what's that shop called that Hannah and I are going to go to this week? You can buy things like that. It's called Home Sense, I think it's called. We go to. Anyway, the Lillian blouse. I mean, they're very simple patterns. They're very, very simple patterns, but very, very effective. I have to say, can you tell I like this book? Just remember, John, you're not in your living room, or who knows what we'll find out. What's that supposed? Oh, is that Shamoya Mary? That's Shamoya Mary. No, it's not my living room. Could be, look. I've got a bit of a bigger sofa than this, though. Celia pyjama set. I've finished my drink. Yeah, I finished my drink. I could do another. Yep, 1960s. I'll keep going. Look, lovely shift dress there. Make sure you check out on this one. Jackie O'Nass's dress. Anyway, gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous book, that one. I'll keep going because it goes right the way through. Look, 70s. Oh, now Shamoya Mary, you'd look lovely in that. Make sure you wear your slip underneath it, though. Wear your vest underneath it. Right through to the 1980s there. It is a gorgeous book. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Sewing Vintage Modern by Burda. They go £24.99. Then another Burda book. Brenda, Starburst. Lorraine, both my girls can't sew. Great idea, sew and mend, but might stop them bringing items to me. Exactly, Lorraine. Exactly. That was less than £10, that book, Lorraine, as well. Right. Yeah, but I know what you're like, Lorraine. You'll always go, oh, bring it home, I'll do it. Bring your washing, I'll do it. I know what you're like. Right. This one here, this book here, what they've done is they've taken simple, like a basic skirt, a basic blouse, a basic coat, a basic bag, a basic hat, and they've given it to different people who've then customized it to make it into their style, their unique styling. Now, I would say this book, the designs in it are younger. So like Lorraine's daughters, like if you've got a daughter or a granddaughter who you want to make things for, who's just coming into sewing, this is very, very youthful, this book. Because what they've done, let me show you here, is they've given, there's all the techniques. Right, so this is a skirt, for instance. They took a basic A-line skirt, they gave it to all these different people. Right, so that's what they started off with, the basic A-line skirt. And then what they've done is they've given it to lots of different people. And so they gave it to Miho. They gave it to, what was that first girl called? Was she called Gretel? Oh no, where's she gone? I thought it was another one. Anyway, they gave it to Miho, and they gave it to Erin. And so the patterns for their skirts are in here. But then what they've also done, look, they are all the different versions that all the young designers did. But do you see what I mean? It's a very young, fresh book, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? So they did the skirt, they did the blouse. Let me show you the blouse with all the different versions of the blouse on. Pattern set. Look, so you see you get all the details of how they customize the blouse into the different styles. Then we had the dress, I missed the dress out. Where's that one with all the different dresses? Check out, oh look, now you see, I like Melissa's. But let me find the page, with all of them on. Oh, there it is. I can't see Melissa's. Oh, there's Melissa's, but in a different colour. See, that's just from that one dress. Then we did coat, they did coat, they did bag, and they did hat. Because the only one that the boys allowed to design was the bag. Let me show you. There you go. There's the bag. They did bag. Where's the hat? I could have sworn there was a hat. Have I missed it out? Maybe I'm telling fibs. I could have sworn there was a hat in here when I looked earlier. Oh no! Do you know what? I'm getting muddled up. No hat in this. No hat in this one. And then, little envelope of patterns in the back there. Now, this is the one where you do have to trace these off, because they all will overlap, if you see what I mean. But you're used to that now, aren't you? See what I mean? So you've got all the patterns on there, but they overlap each other. So you just need to trace them through. Don't cut them out. June, morning, John. Up a bit late today, but I'm here now. What's this? You on a sofa, cuppa by your side. You just need Norman and Nellie sitting next to me. Do you know what? They'd be quite happy, but Nellie's still not very well. They found out that Nellie's having epileptic fits, like the cat's version of epileptic fits. And so she's now on pills, and it worries me a little bit. I'm not allowed to touch the pills. I have to wear rubber gloves or surgical gloves when I give her the pill. So it's like worrying me a little bit now. I'll tidy that one up later. Because I'm going now. Oh! Right, come with me. We're not staying in the lounge. Well, I'm finished in the lounge. I'm off now. Oh, watch that rug. Right, here we go. Oh, blimey. I'll have to get a new sofa. That was a bit bad on my back. Right. What have I got next? Ooh, let's do how to quilt and how to sew machine, because these are both from the same. I'll just show you them both. They're from the same range. See? How to machine sew and how to quilt. We'll do the quilt one first. This book is hugely, hugely, hugely popular. £7.99 this. £7.99. Lots and lots. Now this is for basics. This is for your basics. But all about the threads. Then we get on to techniques and projects. Oh. £7.99. It's brilliant, isn't it? You know, I'd get a couple of, look, you see, what they do is they show you how to do a technique. Oh, sorry. Show you how to do a technique, and then they do a project which incorporates that technique. So this was hexes, and they've made a lavender keepsake out of the hexes. Looks like a tennis ball, doesn't it? Then we move on to bag quilting. Oh, I love this one. Look at that throw. That's raw edge, that is. It's beautiful, isn't it? Would be nice to have one of those on my sofa as well. Hand-tie quilting, which Joy does a lot of that, doesn't she? But then you see, so they show you how to do hand-tie quilting, and then they make a tea cosy with hand-tie quilting involved in it. Strip patchwork. That doesn't mean to say you do it naked. You can if you want, but just watch it. You see, and then they make the duffel bag. They make the duffel bag out of the strip quilting. See what I mean? It's sort of very, very, a lovely book. And it's all very simple. Keeps it lovely and simple. Table mat. Speed piecing. That's like what we call chain piecing, isn't it? Pinboard. Limited a paintboard. London stairs. Please check out your baskets. Whole cloth quilting. Machine quilting using a plique. It's lovely, isn't it? With the table runner there. Okay, £7.99. Okay, let's do the how to machine sew. The Burda style book is fantastic to restyle items you have, but you're bored with. Refresh your wardrobe. Oh, look at you, Lorraine, giving fashion tips. Lorraine's the one who has her hair done like Ruth Langsford, you know. Limited stock, how to machine sew. This is good if you're buying your first sewing machine, which I'll talk about in a second. £7.99. Techniques and projects for the complete beginner. Susie Johns. They're written by different people before you start. You see, it's the same format as the other book, but it's really, really lovely and simple. But again, simple projects like pot holder. You see what I mean? Very, very simple projects, but it's just to hone your techniques, isn't it? Place settings with the corners done. Seams. Strip quilts. You've got strip quilt in that one as well. Binding and piping. Oven glove, you see? So that's binding and piping your oven glove there. Casinos, did that say? Casings. I haven't got my glasses on. How are my glasses? Drawstring bag. Makeup purse. Oh, now that's like the one that Chris, my next door neighbour, was making the other day. Zigzag stitching applique. Make sure you check out your baskets, cushion covers, beautiful, aren't they? How to machine sew. Book by Suze Jones. Talking about sewing machines, remember I've got this deal. We're not supposed to say that. Oh, in my email it said don't. I'll wait, we'll check. What we've got is we've got the sewing machine, which is the Elna 680. I might have read it wrong. It is normally £999. £999, but you then also get the Quilts in Ireland book, you get the 10-piece fat quarter, it's all there. Oh, and you get the A3 cutting mat as well. So basically, you're saving, you can look at it two ways, can't you? You're either saving £88.97, or you're, we give you £88, well, how much was it? 97's worth of free gifts. To do with as you please. Fantastic value, and a really, I was using this sewing machine yesterday, and it is fantastic. Just an amazing sewing machine. Now, I know if you're a beginner, because like Shamoy Mary, she bought herself a new sewing machine this week, and she didn't buy this one, because she's going to build up to this one, she says. But always buy the sewing machine that you aspire to be, not the one where you are at that level at the moment. This is a brilliant. £2.95 post. Now, as I said earlier, Joe Carter and Lucy Brennan have both bought this sewing machine since they started working here at £999. Okay, more books. Right, now, I'll go on to this one because I'm still on machine. This one will be brilliant. A Beginner's Guide to Machine Sewing. 50 lessons and 15 projects. Oh, yeah, now, yes. Again, all the projects. See, project one. So again, it's one of those books where they give you the skill, they give you the lesson, and then you make project one. No, I'll tell you why. It's a gorgeous little book, isn't it? Now, I brought you this book, I'm going to say, the first time, last February, just after we'd opened. Very, very popular. A year ago. Where's that year gone? Just beautiful. Look, really lovely little projects in here. All the lessons, all the different makes you get in there. £12.99. Lovely, isn't it? They've even got, if I remember rightly, they've even got in here a little a curtain to cover up a cupboard. So if you're going on, if you know sometimes student digs are a bit dodgy, aren't they? Well, I say that they were when I was a student. When Alex, my niece, lived, she was in an ensuite blooming luxury apartment. She's now in a very big house in Leamington Spa with all her friends. Anyway, there's one of the projects here is like making a little curtain, or you can make a cushion to make your room look nicer. But one of them is to make a little curtain to go over a cupboard, so you can just hide things that you don't like in the student digs, maybe. Gorgeous. £12.99. I've only got 3 books left to show you. Oh yes. Now have I got some of the real ones as well here? I haven't got them. Let's get them sent in. Before I go on to the next thing, I just need to tell you about this, right? If you're a new buyer, which we've got loads and loads and loads of new buyers at the moment, if you spend £10 or over on your first purchase, you get this as a completely free gift from us. A 28mm rotary cutter. Well, there's a slide, isn't there, in there? We have £16.99 it is, isn't it? It's a free gift you get. Now, you don't have to do anything. So all you have to do is spend, there you go. For new customer, right? New customer, first purchase over £10, worth £16.99. You don't have to fill in a box or anything like that. You literally will just be sent that in your parcel. Just so you know, I just thought to tell you. Now, something else I've got this hour. Now, I've only got 2 of them to show you here, but you actually get 3 in the bundle. It's the House of Alistair Rainbow, Pastel and Rustic Felt Bundles. So you get all 3 of them, do you? That's good. What, you get all 3? Right. So they're 9-inch square. I'll open the pastel one. Now, you get 3, but we seem to have... I'll open this one because this one's really better. You get all 3 bundles for £36.99. They're 9-inch felt square. Hang on, I can't get it open now. Even my emergency kit hasn't got a pair of scissors in it. Hang on. It's coming now. I think it's because it's been rolled up a bit loose, this one. Basically, you know House of Alistair. You know, I'm nearly there. You know House of Alistair. He hasn't been on with me yet. He's supposed to be on this 1 week, but they've changed the dates. But anyway, look. So they're 9-inch felt squares. You get this one, which I'm presuming is rustic. You get this one, which is pastel. And then this one here, which is rainbow. Rainbow, this one. I'll show you the still. There, look, you see the rainbow at the top there? We don't know where it is. We've got the pastel and we've got the rustic, right? But look, they're 9-inch squares. And there's how many in each? 10? No, it's more than 10. So it's 20, so you're getting 60 felt squares of all the... Do you know what? This is taking me back to when I was at school. This is how the felt used to arrive at school, isn't it? £36.99. Now, they are 100% acrylic, these, aren't they? They're acrylic felt, these. Really lovely, isn't it? So you can get you'll get 20 of that, which is the rustic, 20 of the pastel, and 20 of the bright colours, what are they called? Rainbow. It's fantastic, isn't it? House of Alistair. I'll let them fold that up. £36.99. I don't know why it's in a book hour either, but they're there. Lots of new buyers coming in. Now, they're very good, not only for sewers, but for sewists, but also for people who do crafting. Lots of people who do crafting will come in for those. Because also, everyone knows House of Alistair, don't they? Everyone knows House of Alistair. Right, now I've got 3 more books to do. let's do the Quilter's Pre-Cut Companion. It's a handy reference guide about pre-cuts. Now, pre-cuts, if you're new to us, jelly rolls, fat quarter, fat eights, layer cakes, charm packs. It's all about the different pre-cut guide. You see, so you can do that. So from a 10-inch square in a layer cake, which is what a layer cake is, a 10-inch square, cutting from a fat quarter, you can see all the different sizes you can get from a fat quarter there. A fat quarter is where they, if it's in Europe, they take a metre. If it's in America, they take a yard. They cut it in half down the middle, half across the other way. So there's 4 pieces. That is a fat quarter. And what else they say here? No, that's all, starting there. Moving on to how to use a pre-cut. Yardage for borders, how much you need for borders. This is very much a instructional reference guide. This is the friendship star. So it tells you what you need to cut out from your pre-cuts to make a friendship star. And the pinwheel. You see what I mean? So there's lots and lots of detail in here. It may be not the most glamorous book you're ever going to buy, but it's brilliant to have on the shelf. So if you think, oh, do you know what? I want to do a shoe fly or a maple leaf. Can't quite remember what needs cut out. It's just there. It's just there automatically. Broken dishes. Birds in the air. Formal garden. There's so many. And then quick tricks with half square triangles. Blocks from turnovers. You see, it's just full of lots and lots of fabulous information. $6.99. I thought that was $7.99. $6.99, that. It's brilliant. Everything you need to know about making quilts with pre-cuts. It's fantastic. Make sure you check out. Right, I've got 2 more books. I might go and sit down. I've got the last 2 with me, but I'm just going to go and sit down. I've had enough of standing up because. Right, I'll have a bit of a rest. It's not quite long enough to have a rest, is it? That one. Yeah, little Paul could lie down twice on this if he wanted. Right, let's do home sewn nursery. No, if he could lie both ways, I meant. Toys, clothes and furnishing. Now, you know, if you bought the felt, this would be brilliant. This is for a baby's room, for furnishing a baby's room. This is new to me. I've never seen this one before. I just find out from little Paul. Is it brand new? I've never seen it before. It is definitely new to me. I haven't seen it before. Now, I need to just take the patterns out the back because that's what's the matter? I can sit properly. Little Paul's obviously had some message that's made him laugh, cackle, like an old cackling thing. Right, out and about. Look at the projects. Do you know what? Natasha will love this book because of her little Freddie. He was 4 this week, reversible buggy lining. Hats, that's where I was getting confused. Changing bag. I don't know, I've not seen this book before. It's got everything in it, look. Ear flap hat. We could make one of these for little Paul, couldn't we? Now look. Nursery accessories. Isn't that a toweling robe with a froggy head on it? Baby's cock quilt. Jungle wall art. Oh, that's nice. Oh, I like those. Caterpillar. Oh, look. Aren't they beautiful? Paul suddenly got very excited unless I've sat on my talkback. Oh, no, my talkback's fallen off. That's what it is. I'll be with you. I'll be all right in a minute. Froggy hooded towel. There it is. Look, all the instructions there and everything. Flower garden, cot mobile. Little Paul's got on those to help him sleep. Haven't you, little Paul? Look, this is where the felt would come in handy. Look, if you made little rabbits, Jack and Daisy Rabbit. Sunshine's. Oh, now do you know what? Chess, my latest goddaughter, on her first birthday, I bought her Skittles like that. And I didn't make them. They cost me a blooming fortune. I didn't realise I could have made them from the book. Tulip dungarees. Oh, what a lovely book. But it's only for babies. It is only for babies, this book. Obviously, the babies won't be able to make them. Yeah, I know you can see that, but it's fine. It's fallen off my belt, that's all. Okay, I've got one book left. How long have I got? Oh, no, I've got ages. I could do with, where's WH? I'll have to tell him when he comes in. The Encyclopedia of Embroidery Techniques. Could I have a barista oat milk latte, please, with vanilla syrup? Yeah, sure. Thank you. Do you want my mug? There's clean ones in the kitchen. He's like, oh no, yeah, sure. Not going to make it for me, so never mind. He's in my lounge. Anyway, last book, The Encyclopedia of Embroidery Techniques. Now, this you don't get this muddled up with an embroidery machine. This is one you can do with a sewing machine. It is advanced. It is a very, very advanced skill, I would say. So you've got all the details again. Oh, no, hang on. Oh, I take it back. I've got the wrong book. I thought this was machine embroidery. This is hand embroidery. This is all hand embroidery. No, I said machine embroidery because we've got this book as well for machine embroidery. Sorry, and I picked the wrong, maybe not the wrong one. In prep this morning, I read the machinery one because I take them off the shelf and read them, you see. But this is gorgeous. This is a gorgeous book because what I love about this book is in the techniques, look at all these stitches. Look at all these stitches. All the details of all the different stitches are in here. Not only how to do them, but a picture of the finished thing. Look at this, gorgeous, gorgeous stitches and everything. Then we just carry on like this. There's needlepoint. How to do needlepoint, and it's got it thoroughly. Look at that, even down to finish. Because sometimes when you see this. Some books just do a drawing, don't they? And you think, oh, mine didn't look like that. But there's a photograph of actually how the finished stitch looks like there. Isn't that gorgeous? Look at that, all the beautiful stitches there. Now, there is a section on machine embroidery, but there is also a book. We also do a book that's totally dedicated to machine embroidery. We do applique. Oh, I've got a couple of emails. Let's have a look at a couple of emails then while I'm looking through quilting. Other techniques. That's a beautiful book, this. I love this. $12.99. If you want to learn how to embroider, then this is fantastic. I've got a friend called Justina who does embroidery and stitches and things like that. I've got a message from Susan. Morning, John. I bought the beautiful tartan material last week. We'll be making a raw edge quilt in the How to Quilt book. Oh, who's that? Susan. That'd be gorgeous. That'd be really lovely. Make sure you fray all the edges, beautifully, and then wash it so it gets all mangled up. I love it when it's like that. Right, hang on a sec. Oh, 2 emails. Let's have a quick look. First one's from Deborah in Warwickshire. Morning, John. Loving sewing quilting as always. I used to tell my students that the person who never made a mistake never made anything. Love learning from you. Oh, Deborah, that's a lovely email. Thank you so much. Then there's another one, did you say? Let's have a quick look. About the black hole quilt from the first hour. Let's have a look. Now, is it Sarah or is it Sarah? Oh, look, my version of the black hole is in star material when I use white thread to embroider stars around the black area. Oh, that is gorgeous. Now, is it Sarah or Sarah? I think it's Sarah. Oh, that is lovely. There are some kits still available. When I get up and go back to the table, I'll tell you about them. I'll just do this book first, because then I've got to go very, very popular. I'm not surprised, it's a gorgeous book. Now, where did we get to? We got to 1960s, didn't we? Oh, no, 70s, there we are. Look at that lovely evening dress. Yeah, I'm just pulling faces. I love the, it's because it's taking me back, isn't it, to when I was a child in the 1970s. I was born in 81, I think, wasn't I? Anyway, this is just, hang on, if I was 39, what year was I born then? Yeah. Oh, no, so 1979 was I born. God, I wish. I love this one. Look at that blouse. Look at that gorgeous blouse. I didn't win the dance competition. Petey won the dance competition. Gorgeous book. Is it £24.99? Right, I've got to go back to the table now, because the lounge has got to be packed away, apparently. Come with me. Oh, do you like this? Well, I told you it had fallen off my belt, didn't I? That coffee table's mine from home. I had to bring it in. Little Paul made me bring it in from home. He said, you know that lovely coffee table you've got next to the pink chair? Right, he said, bring that chair, because I love that little table. Are you there? Oh, yeah, I've got you now. Yeah. Okay, before I show that, I need a cutting mat and some fabric and a rotary cutter, please, WH. I'll do this first, because what was the other thing you said you wanted me to do? I haven't got those. Anyway, I can tell you now, there are only 3 of these left available. There are only 3 of these. Am I in that shot? Oh, I am. It's just funny, like I'm testing the water. Am I in that shot? Anyway, look at the machine. It's gorgeous. There's only 3 left. Now, on a normal day, it does sell for £999, remember. £999 it sells for. So it's still £999 today. But today, we're throwing in 3 free gifts. I'm just getting them for you so you can have a quick look at them. Yeah. So, you get the sewing quarter cutting mat, the A3 cutting mat, which is 2 A4s joined together. Okay, that's that one. You also get the Cafe facets. Now on the thing they just put Ireland. It's Quilts in Ireland. 20 designs for patchwork and quilting. It's a beautiful book. Let me quickly flick through it. This really is a coffee table book. See what I mean? It's just beautiful. You get that for free. You get that free if you buy the sewing machine. So you get the sewing machine for $9.99. You get the cutting mat. You get the Quilts in Ireland book. And then this. Now, I'm not sure if this is lipstick or peacock. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, and there's convolulus. I just need to tell you that I'm echoing really badly. Is that my end or your end? Oh, it must be my thing then when I replugged it. Oh, is that convolulus? That one looks smaller. Oh, it's Island. The actual bundle is called Island. I thought that was the convolulus fabric. It's not, is it? It's lovely, gorgeous. You get all that completely for free if you buy. Now, as I say, there's only 3 left. It's only available today until 8 o'clock tomorrow morning or until stock starts. So if you're watching tonight, as in, what day is it? Sunday evening about... So what time would it be? We're 2 hours in. So it'd be 9:49 tonight, wouldn't it? Because it's the same at night time, isn't it? 8. And you're thinking, oh, I'd like that. Just give the call centre a ring. They're there 24 hours a day. Just give them a ring. And just give them a quick ring and they'll help you out. Morning, John. You reminded me of the scene in Mrs. Doubtfire. Oh, hang on. You reminded me of the scene in Mrs. Doubtfire when she gets the job at the end of the film. Oh, yeah, when she gets the job at the TV station. Yes. Now, when she sits on a sofa like that, doesn't she? Can I just say that Robin Williams based half of Mrs. Doubtfire on me? I know that's a big clang, but I've just been working with him on Being Human, the film Being Human, and he was going off to do Mrs. Doubtfire, and he was really, really good at impersonating people. He used to come into the wardrobe truck every day and do an impersonation of me, which I didn't find that funny all the time, but he's such a lovely man as well. Anyway, he said after the film that it's part me and it's part Marit Allen, who's a costume designer who he loved as well, based on us. Right. June 10th, right, I can't show you how to do this. Right. For this earlier, we said, didn't we, that you need to do that with jelly rolls because it came from a jelly roll book. If you haven't got jelly rolls, you want to cut strips, then this June Taylor, I'll just put this piece of fabric behind it. I don't know if you're going to see it with a dark piece of fabric behind it, but let me just see. No, I've got to register. I need a proper piece of fabric to do it properly with, that's all. Right. Can you see that? Does that help or not? There you go. So what you've got here is you've got increments of ½ an inch. No, it's fine. Let me show you, I'll show you the instructions. It's easier to show you the instructions. It does different things, right? So you can cut perfect strips. If you've then cut your strips, you can cut them into squares. You can then use it to cut squares into triangles. You can also use cut strips into diamond shapes for your tumbling blocks and things. And if you want to, you can cut a perfect fringe with it. It's £37.99. Not your hair, obviously not your hair. And also, June Taylor has a fantastic, if you go to our website, you can watch little videos of all her stuff. Right, what it is you get your rotary cutter, and you wouldn't do it like this. You'd fold your fabric in half. Now, let me just get rid of this bit. Oh, no, it won't go that way. Hang on, I'll do it with this. Don't do this at home. I'm doing it away from myself. Right, the thing about this is if you've got a full width of fabric, you will need to, because normally when we use the long ruler, we just fold the fabric in half, but I haven't got a full piece of fabric here, so I can't show you that. You're going to have to fold it twice over for it to fit on here. Do you know what I mean? Because it's only a 12-inch block, this one. So what you need to do, I'll just show you here again. You put your rotary cutter into the groove at the end here. You do it either way. And it goes, so if you're thinking, I need lots of strips at 2.5 inches, you just go to 2.5, which is there. There, so, yeah, that's right, 2.5. 2.5, so it goes from 0 to 12, and they're in ½ inch increments. Hang on, let me just check something. Oh, and my tape measure's gone now. Let me just check something here. Now, I'm going to take this back because, oh yeah, it is an inch, there it is. You have to go from the north end, and each of those strips, I'll just show you with the tape measure there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, they're all an inch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, they're the ½ inch increments. You literally get your blade and you can slice straight through the slit there to the other end, and you will get the perfect strip. It's got the angles on to do the triangles. You can also, now you've got these lines on it as well. So if you want to cut, once you've cut your strips, you then put your strips the other way around. I'll show you here again. And then you can cut squares from your strips. Use the angles for the triangles. Use the angles again for the diamonds. And then the fringe is just using the end of it, and you get a perfect fringe there. And again, all the instructions to go with it. Brilliant. £37.99. Now, if you watch the first hour, this was the black coal quilt that we did here. 2 bundles for that. Oh, there's some availability left. Right, this one here. Oh, no, not this one. The one that Angie was demonstrating with was the spot one, which I'll show you a picture of. There it is. You get 7 meters of fabric, you get ½ meter of all of the colors, and then you get 1.5 meters of linear vanilla and 1.5 meters of Macawa Spectrum Solid vanilla. So one is for the back and one is for the background and one is for the backing. 7 meters of fabric, £57.49. Right, now remember, there's lots of you got this in your basket. Remember, if you're a new buyer, it's not yours until you check out. So please don't be thinking, I'll just check out later, because if I just tell you, right, say there were 10 left, right, and 12 people had it in their basket. The first 10, when they check out, they'll say, oh, yes, that's fine, you've got it. The computer will say, the last 2 will just say out of stock, which is why we have the one P&P of £2.95 for the whole day, so you don't need to worry about checking out as many times as you like. So you might have already bought something. You might have bought this for £6.99, right? This is also very interesting, right? You might have bought this book for £6.99, checked out. Then you want to buy that bundle for, what was it, 40, the spotty one was 50, how much was the spotty one? 57.49. You still only pay one P&P of £2.95, even though you've checked out both times, right? And we're not one of those companies where they goes up and up and up and they add a basket. The one here, there's the still of it. This is the one behind me here. There's enough fabric to make the front and the back for your £45.49. It's 50-inch square finished. Lots of people got that one in their basket as well. You do need to check out. You do need to check it. It's not yours until you've checked out your basket. Oh yes, now a lot of people ask what are quilts now. We'll do a very, very quick close-up of it, right? You might be able to see drawing pins in the end here. You don't need to put drawing pins in yours. What you do is because every day our quilt is a different size, we've just got those fixed at that size. So sometimes it fits, sometimes it doesn't. They're these brilliant little wooden blocks with a ball-bearing marble inside them. And what you do is you obviously hang them like that. There's the hanging there to go onto your wall. And then you slide your quilt up inside, and then as it drops down, the weight of it catches in there. You get 2 of them. You get 2 in a packet. And it holds the quilt in place for £10.99. Now, little Paul and Hannah both say they paint theirs white, right? I'd leave mine as a natural wood, but the choice is yours. You can do that if you want to paint it, you can do. That one's got a bit of a dint in it there. Yours won't have a dint in it. £10.99 for both of those. Both of those, totally. Right, don't go anywhere. Angie's up next. She's doing, really lovely. Have you got a picture of it quickly? Have you got that possible or not? Don't wait. Storm at Sea. It's beautiful. It's Lynne Goldsworthy, Storm at Sea. Now, it's just beautiful, isn't it? Angie will be here. She's going to make the whole quilt without any mistakes. And she's laughing. No unpicking, no nothing. And she's going to keep smiling through it all. Anyway, don't go anywhere. Get yourself a cup of tea. Watch the adverts. Do whatever you want to do. But make sure you're back here in 3 minutes for me and Angie to do. Well, I'm not going to be doing it. I'm just going to be juttering in. See you in 3. Join us on Facebook. Simply search for The Sewing Quarter and like our page for the latest news and more.
So I'm going to be showing you how to do an ease stitch. It's very similar to our running stitch here, but the purpose of it would be different. So I've kind of mocked the head of a sleeve here. 9 times out of 10 you will have to ease the top section of your sleeve. So this is the stitch that you would do that with if you were going to do it with hand. So I'm going to use the embroidery thread. I've just popped a knot on the end again just so it doesn't pull through. Normally you wouldn't do it with embroidery thread. So on your sleeve, normally these sections will need to be kept as they are because it's only this section here that we need to be working with. So I'm going to be doing a running stitch quite close to the edge of the fabric. I'm just going to do the quick method here where you're pulling the needle through the fabric while keeping it on the same needle. So I'm going to stop there and then pull that all the way through like so. So you can see that I've got just that section sewn there, and then as I begin to pull you can see that I'm easing the head of my sleeve in. So when that is stitched, these curves should disappear. They shouldn't be there because you've eased the bigger section into a smaller section on the clothing. So that's easing.
Love Patchwork and Quilting is the best-selling modern quilting magazine that shares your passion for fabric. We publish 13 times a year, featuring must-make projects, essential techniques, interviews, news and reviews from the world of modern quilting. Every issue also comes with a free gift.
Did you see Jo Carter's adorable ballerina toy in the latest issue of Simply Sewing magazine? Well, she's back this Thursday, the 25th of January, for another chance for you to sew Jo's brilliant new design. This delightful toy is available in our kit, with super soft shades of pastel pink. And this week we have a gorgeous choice of hair colours. Choose from blonde or brunette felt hair for your dancing doll, swept up in a neat bun. Jo's kits always sell out, so don't miss your chance to sew your ballerina. Tune in at 8 a.m. on Thursday the 25th of January, only on Sewing Quarter, Freeview Channel 78 and Sky Channel 678.
Lynne Goldsworthy designed this beautiful, beautiful Storm at Sea quilt. Now, it's her adaptation on the Storm at Sea, because I'll show you another variation later on. But this is Lynne Goldsworthy's adaptation. Now, sorry about the Christmas tree and the Christmas decorations. We kind of went, oh, we got a picture of it, forgetting that that was when the Christmas tree was up. But look, gorgeous, isn't it? Now, they are 12-inch blocks in there. They're 12-inch blocks. We do have a ruler, a Creative Grids ruler, which we'll show you later, which makes a 16-inch block. But this is, Angie's going to show you how to make this original one from Lynne Goldsworthy. Now, we have done a bundle. I have to say, we did this bundle on Christmas morning, and it was so popular. It was then obviously repeated because we did the best quilts of 2017, of which this was one of them. So many of you asked about it. We've recreated the bundle for you today. Guess how much fabric you get? Have a look at this. 20.5 meters of fabric. 20.5. Look at all the colours. Now, even if you're not going to make the Lynne Goldsworthy Storm at Sea, how brilliant is this for your stash? Because you do get, in the bundle, you do get the instructions, and you do get, and you do get the thread. I thought you got the wadding as well. You do get the wadding as well. It's just not on the graphic, sorry. There's the stem. It's the warm and white wadding as well. The instructions and thread. Now let's just look at the fabric, right? Look at all of this fabric. So look, you get half a meter. Hang on, they've been muddled up. You get half a meter of all of these colours here. So let me take those two. Let me just take those two out to start with, and that one. There's three. Hang on, there's three that I need to take out, which are those three. So now these are the colours. You get half a meter of every single one of these colours. You get glacier grey, fern, real purple. I'm just putting the breaks on the table. That's it. There you go. Port, aqua, cornflower blue, candy floss, turquoise, coral, emerald green, fuchsia, dark blue, bright red, slate, mint, orange, pearl blue, lemon, pistachio, bright yellow, nautical blue, and lilac. So you get half a meter of all of those colours, right? Half a meter of every single one of those colours. Isn't it just gorgeous? Right? But that's not all. That's not all, because you also get a meter of charcoal. You get, this is vanilla in, no, it's cream in the linear effect Macawa. 4.5 meters. That's for your back. That's your backing. That's your backing, right? And then your background is 4 meters of optical white. 20.5 meters of fabric. 20.5 meters. The thread, the instructions, and the wadding, the batting. £188.99. Isn't that brilliant? Isn't that brilliant? So these are fantastic, right? But say you've already made this, or say you're thinking, I don't want one of those, I want something just for your stash. That is a brilliant, brilliant, brilliant buy. Now, what happened on Christmas morning is, by this stage, I'd got 5 people with it in their basket. So please, please, please be careful. Please be careful. Right, let's go over and see Angie. Now, I've just seen the half of the last show still on the table. Let's go and see Ange. Right, so I won't talk very much tried to put you off.
Don't be silly. I've had lots of nice comments today.
There's been lots of nice comments.
It's been nice. Really They've been very supportive.
Yeah, because you were rubbish.
I know.
Yeah. She wasn't. Right, this is lovely. Lynne Goldsworthy, gorgeous, gorgeous design. It's a slight adaptation on the Storm at Sea, isn't it? Because the Storm at Sea I've seen, this corner has a pattern in it as well.
It has another, like the inner square.
Yes.
Yeah.
So this is her take on it. It's beautiful. You can see it's bold. It's gorgeous. It's got all those different. Now they're all different colours apart from two of them. I think there's two in the same colour, aren't there?
And there.
But you've got enough. You've got enough fabric to do all of that. You've got enough fabric, 20.5 metres, to do the whole of that. Shall we make a start?
It's gorgeous. Let's make a start. I like the simpler corners because it gives it that circular effect, doesn't it?
Yes.
It's really bold. Yeah. And
no, bald. Little Paul's bald. That's bold.
All the blocks butt up to each other as well. There's no sashing in between. There's just the borders. It's like a 6-inch border around the outside. Edge. So yes, it's a little bit different to normal piecing. It's foundation piecing.
It's what? Foundation piecing. Okay.
Yeah. And when I first got the instructions, because I'd never seen this design before, this particular pattern.
Yeah.
Just to warn people, it's you're reading through. You will need.
Yes.
And I'd been sent my bundle and reading through all the fabrics, and at the bottom it says templates 100 diamond paper templates, and I thought, where's my paper?
Oh, yes.
Because it lists 100 paper templates, you expect to have a pack.
Yes, so 100 of them, yes.
So I was like texting the team saying there's paper templates missing, and then you turn over the page.
Oh, and there's the template.
And so don't be alarmed at that. So the template's actually in the instructions. That was my first
So now,
quiz.
You don't, we had a thing the other day which was foundation paper. What this is foundation paper.
Yes.
Isn't it? No, what would we do? This is one where you sew through and fold back.
Yes.
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 So we had this the other day. We
Stitch and
photocopied it onto paper,
yes.
but you're doing a slightly different way today, aren't you?
I'm using stitch and tear today, but you can do it on paper.
So you can just photocopy that 100 times?
Well, actually, because you need 100, I was thinking you could get on an A4 sheet, you'd get 2 there and 1 there. If you drew it out on an A4 sheet and then put that through your copier
33.3 times.
Then you're going to get, rather than wasting.
Of course,
all
yeah.
Because
you see, I wouldn't have even thought that. I'd just put that in the machine, put 100 and walked off and come back. And mine don't collect in mine, so I come back and it's all over my office floor and everything like that.
So I would do that because otherwise you've got to draw 100 of them. But it's not the kind of quilt you're going to tackle all in one.
Why do you need 100? Oh, because there's more than...
You've got 4 of these diamonds in each block. And there's 25 blocks.
Okay. This is Roger. We don't know if his name's really Roger, but this is the man that producer Hannah quite fancies. So when anybody has a packet of stitch and tear, she asks for this picture, and she's making a wall in her kitchen of Roger.
It's very catalogue man.
Yeah. $2.99. But you can do it on photocopy it onto paper as well if you want to.
Yeah, you can. So you can see here this is my adaptation of sketching out the template.
It's an exact copy, is it not?
Well, it's not an exact copy because you can see my lines. I've not stopped at the points. I've just continued the lines on there. So you don't have to, just be that accurate.
Yeah.
And I've just written in what colours are going to go where.
Right.
Because as you can see, we've got 2 greys and 2 whites.
Oh, yes, okay.
So they're not all the same colour.
So are we making another one of this colour?
Yes.
Right, okay.
So we're going to do this, in effect, is what we're hoping to achieve.
Okay.
And foundation piecing does give you lovely sharp points, so it's really nice for that.
So one goes there. Is that one there?
Yeah.
Oh, so it's those 4.
Yes.
It's those 4 that we're making. Because these are different, aren't they? The little corners
here
are
different. Yes, the corners
different,
are different and the centre's different.
Okay, I'll let you
we'll
get
cover
on.
those as
I'll
well.
let you get on.
That's okay. So obviously the instructions are very clear on what size to cut things.
Yes.
And to get these little corner pieces, it tells you to cut, I think it's 2.5 by 5 rectangle and then cut them diagonally. In half. If you were using a pattern fabric,
yes,
it does tell you to cut 25 from left to right and 25 from right to left, but because we're using planes,
yes,
it doesn't really matter. Yeah. Okay, so...
And it's important, isn't it, not to actually do the sizes that she says, because you're going to be folding back and cutting away and things like that, aren't you?
With foundation piecing, you don't actually have to ever cut the proper shapes. You could just... The beauty of foundation piecing with other patterns is that you can use your scraps. So you just grab a piece of fabric as long as it will fit.
Big enough to fold
you trim
back.
afterwards. So that was kind of the idea of foundation paper piecing, because it saves all the accurate cutting.
Of course.
But these have been, they're quite generous, so it gives you a little bit of
What I'm saying is don't skimp on them, though.
No,
you can make them bigger,
yes,
but don't make them
better
smaller.
To make them bigger, but these have been quite generous.
Okay.
So with foundation piecing, we draw our template, but we put it over our first square.
Right.
And this is the side that will be shown like this.
So if there's a pattern, your pattern needs to be facing outwards this way.
Yeah, this is the right side of the fabric.
Yeah.
So we place that over the top. It's actually easier to see on a white background. So in a second, I'm going to grab the back of the instructions rather than the green cutting mat, because it will just give me a nice, it gives you more of a visual aid. And we're just going to pin that.
So we just have, there we go.
And we're just going to pin through that in position.
Okay.
Okay. And what I've done here is when you turn it over now, what we're going to do is think about where our first piece is going to go. So which one shall we do? We'll do the white, the greys there. So we'll do the grey corner.
Okay.
I like to sort of think about it. Okay, visually it's going to go there.
Yes.
So we need to fold. We'll fold it over here. So you're trying to guess where to position this.
Right.
Because the lines on this side are telling you where you're going to stitch. Okay.
Right.
So that when that's stitched through, this will then fold back.
Okay.
Okay. So you can position it roughly by eye, obviously giving yourself at least 1/4 inch there. You can actually put a pin in, if you like, along where you'd be sewing.
I was going to say, where I can't see the sewing line. Oh, there, it's that one
this
there.
This is why I've extended it
Yes,
a little way
got
across,
it.
because it gives you an idea. So you can put a pin in
Yeah.
and check. But the process I went through actually was actually to draw myself, because I've extended those.
Yeah.
I can then add,
So
put my ruler on top.
Don't draw where the line is. Draw a quarter of an inch that side of the line.
On top of your fabric.
Yeah.
Okay, so I can do this. I'm going to add this to them all,
Yeah.
because then I can come back and...
Does that then become a placement line, or is that a sewing line?
Placement line, yeah. So it gives you an aid to actually where to place your fabric. So you'll be cutting off less.
Yes.
Because obviously, if you place it, but it does aid. With this particular pattern, it's easy to do that. So I've used a fabric marker on there.
Yeah.
So now I can see that so that's going there finished.
Yeah.
I can position this along the line of drawn.
Yeah. But you're saying 1/4 inch this, obviously this side.
So then I'll just pin it in position.
Yeah.
Don't be alarmed by that, because you're stitching from this side, so you're not going to get confused of which line you're stitching on, because you've only got one line this
Yeah,
side.
so you're stitching from this side,
Yes.
you say? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So that little triangle is on the underneath.
Underneath, yeah. So it's kind of a bit confused.
So
It
you've
can
only
be
drawn the line for your placement.
on, yes.
Yeah, so you know you've placed it in the place, you then pin it into place, then turn it upside down.
Because I've put a pin away, obviously, so it doesn't get in the way.
Yeah.
And just be careful when you're stitching that something doesn't, on the way to the machine, you know, something but it's bound to for me today.
Yes.
So
It's quite a simple little shape, but it makes such a striking. Do you know what I mean? The whole effect of the whole quilt is very, very striking, isn't it?
Absolutely, yeah.
And you can choose what colour you put where, couldn't you, I suppose? Because she's got 2 red ones the same, 2 purple.
Yes, you could actually...
No, she hasn't got 2 purple ones the same. She's got two red ones the same.
No, the purples are slightly different, aren't they?
And then I'm sure there were 2 of another colour somewhere. But you could choose them wherever you want. There's 3 of the same colour. Where
See,
are the 3?
all the blues look the same colour, don't they?
But they're not.
No, they're not. And even like the green's there, but this is different.
Yes, and that's the same with the purple one there. That looks the same, but then that background's them. Yeah. So it's that one and the red ones. But you can mix and match them wherever you want them, couldn't you? You see, because Jane Alcott comes in, she's very, very strict about having her flow of colour, her rainbow colour, whereas I think I might be a bit more random and have a blue one, a pink one, a yellow one, a green one, and that kind of thing. Anyway, sorry, to carry on with the... So you've just sewn that from the wrong side, from the side?
From the template that you're looking at, I've actually stitched along the line. So it's different. This is where people get confused with the quilt as you go, because you put the fabric up to the line.
Yes, that's your placement line, isn't it? Yeah.
Okay, so if I take that out now, hopefully, fingers crossed, that folds back. And what you're checking is it's covering the underneath square.
But the underneath square of the coloured fabric, not your titch and...
Yes, not the stitch
not
and
titch,
tear.
what's it called? Stitch and tear, not titch and stare.
Because what you've got, your fabric is to the, it's got a 1/4 inch added already on there. Okay.
So as long as it covers the underneath fabric,
square, then you're fine. So then you can either press that or finger press it. It's,
the iron is on.
Do you want to?
Can you iron stitch and tear then?
Yeah.
I'll get it out.
Sure can.
Oh, you want me to press it? Oh, there we go then.
You can't go very wrong with that, can you?
There you go. Don't iron over the pin there because it will leave a dented mark. Okay.
So, so that's given us a nice start anyway, and I like to then just pin, just to save that flipping.
So you don't cut anything away at this point?
Yes, I am going to. Yes, thank you.
Should you have done that before I pressed it then?
Well, no, that's fine. So we've checked that that's all like that.
Yeah.
And now what we can do is to get rid of this bulk, we're going to fold back just the stitch and tear.
Yeah.
And then this is when now you trim away the excess. So we've got these fantastic add a 1/4 rulers.
They come as the duo. You get both of them in a pack. You get a 12-inch and a 6-inch one.
Yeah. So they actually, with this thick end, they've got a groove in that just butts up over the top of your bulk.
So do you do it to your seam? So that line there where the edge of this chunky bit is, that's lying on top of your seam, is it?
There's so that seam, that 1/4 inch chunky bit there, that sits on top of your stitching.
Right.
The inner line of that, It actually sort of butts up because it's got that indent into it. It actually butts up, but you can see it. And then I can trim away.
Okay. No, it's known as habit now because Joy makes me move away from the table.
So then we've got rid of that bulk, and that's there.
The $24.99 for the 2 rulers, by the way. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant.
Okay. So then we're going to do, I've actually stitched that on the opposite side, but as long as we've got 2 on the bottom and the top, that's fine.
Yeah.
So then we can go to the other corner and do the same. So again, I like to put it where it's going to be, fold it back.
Yeah.
We've got now a guideline to position that in position, which just speeds the process up. Pop a little pin.
I told you, see, people putting it in their baskets already.
It's a big quilt, isn't it? It's it'll fit on the top of a double bed for sure.
I haven't got any. I've got Julie's message there still. The other thing I was going to point out as well is in the layout. I'm sure you'll go through this afterwards, but in the layout here, it's got exactly which fabrics. Your fabrics will arrive in little plastic bags. You've taken yours out of your bags, haven't you? Each of your fabrics arrive in a plastic bag with the code on it, right? And then if you want to make this exact quilt, you literally look at this and it's got the fabrics you have to list. There's one mistake though. There is one mistake there. The slate, the number is 48, not 38, but you'll know because that's your leftover slate one. That's the one that you won't have it done for. But all of your fabrics do come. Yeah, they come in little bags, right, with the code on the outside. So you can, if you cut a little piece of the fabric and put the sticky from the bag on the code, or put it in the bag, you'll know which fabric is which. And it tells you where to place it. Lynn in Somerset says, "Hello, John. Discovered you when you came on Sky."
Oh, very new then.
And she's revived her love of sewing already. That's who from who, sorry? Lynn in Taunton. Hello, Lynn. Welcome to the Sewing Quarter family, Lynn.
Super. Right. Just to point out, when you're doing foundation piecing, is to keep a nice small stitch length on your machine.
Right.
Because when you're tearing...
Oh, yes, because you're going to tear away your paper or your stitch and tear.
And on that second one, when I when I came to fold this back, obviously I'd already stitched this line, so you can see here I've had to tear through the stitch and tear to be able to fold that crease back. Of course. Yeah, because you'll be tearing it away, you want it to be nice and strong. So they recommend, I think, 1.5 stitch length.
Oh, what size?
1.5. Oh. So it's quite tiny.
Yeah.
So an average would be 2.2,
yeah.
2.5. So I've already done that second one.
Okay.
And you can see we've got this lovely crisp point here now with your, well, you will have more, there's more than a 1/4 inch seam there, but we'll trim it.
Okay, so don't panic. If you do yours the first time, you think, oh, my point isn't at the top, because it's the point plus your seam allowance there, isn't it?
And we've got more than that at the moment. I do stitch past the edge. If you only stitch to the edge here, you actually get this whole section will be flopping around.
Yeah.
And you can see
with a technical term.
Yes. With a triangle, as you know, when you press, you can get all sorts of twisting.
Yes.
So if you think if that's free, it's going to be a bit awkward, really. So it is advisable.
It is best, and then rip your stitch and tear when you come through the. So now you've done 2 grey ones. You're going to do two white ones, aren't you?
Now, yeah, exactly the same process. That goes there, fold that in. I've drawn on my added 1/4 inch just to give me a rough placement. Pop a pin just away from where I'm going to stitch, just to hold it in place. Turn it over, and we're going to stitch along. Yeah. I think they're only numbered. You don't have to do them in any number. I think it's probably just numbered so that you can keep a track of where you are in the pattern, but you can stitch them in any order.
But you have to, oh yes, because you can turn them the other way up, can't you? So even if you put one on the wrong side, as long as you've got your 2 grey ones on one side, your 2 white ones on the other.
On the 2 on the long side, if you're working like that, they just turn around. They're exactly the same. Okay. So I can just checking that fits. Yeah.
Oh yes, so you should always check it fits before you cut away, because once you've cut away, that's it, you're done for.
You'd be tricky then, and you're not cutting this away, but if you've cut the background away and you have to readjust, then you're getting a bit into difficulty.
And as you say, if you've done a smaller stitch, if you do have to unpick, it's slightly more difficult to unpick,
That's right, so then you'd be starting to get a little bit stressed.
Yeah, so it's just why we didn't do a little stitch on the black hole quilt earlier.
Thank you, John. It's still nice to be back with you.
Yeah, yeah. You should be ringing up to him going, "Don't put me on with John anymore."
As if.
Yes, because it goes out now. You can't just do it for 1 hour. It goes out all day on Sky, doesn't it?
First time on Sky.
So I'll text you every time I'm watching it. Shall I text you every time I'm back there?
Thanks for that. It'll be all fine tomorrow when it's gone.
Well, it won't go till 8 o'clock tomorrow. Yeah, then you can watch it on YouTube. For the rest of it's on there for eternity.
Oh, actually, I don't know if we're still on Sky.
Who?
Today.
Why?
I think there might be a problem.
Why?
I think my husband messaged me and said the feed from Sky had gone, so we'd gone back to Freeview.
Oh. Oh, let me know if it's all right where you are if you watch on Sky.
They could let us know. I'm sure that they're... well, I don't know, actually, if people here would be aware of that.
All right. No, we just had that email, didn't we, for somebody who's watching us on Sky, so maybe it's just your telly, your husband.
It's just Birmingham. So I've put that again in place, do the last one. It's been ages since I've done any foundation piecing, actually, so this was made quite a nice... In fact, I've not done much piecing. So the 2 projects for me, I've been doing so much quilting recently.
Are a lot of your lessons at the moment just because Angie teaches, obviously? Are they mainly quilting lessons?
Yeah, so I specialise in free motion work. So,
of course,
Yeah, so they're mostly...
Good, yeah, that's the idea. Keep checking out, because it's not yours until you've checked out your basket.
Pull those back.
Still people with it in their basket, please check out. If you know you want it, please check out.
And so you can, it's quite good, this stitch and tear.
Yeah.
I like stitch and tear, actually. I use
it
a
looks
lot
much
with,
easier, it looks more malleable than, I mean, I know we say photocopy paper, but, you know, kind of it looks more malleable than a photocopy paper. I am watching on Sky, says Beverly Inertia.
Oh, very good.
So it's your husband.
It's our TV. You can take that out once we're there.
Is he on the tugboat today, or is he at home?
He's at home.
Oh, no, there's no electricity on the tugboat, is there?
He actually shouldn't be watching television. He should be in his studio today.
Is he meant to be painting
today? He's meant to be painting.
He's not painting and decorating. No. He does...
Oil painter, yeah. Thank you, John. You can press that last one. So that was quite quick, wasn't it?
Yeah, but they've only done one.
No, I'm just saying, if people are thinking, blimey, I've got to do 100
yes.
of those.
Oh, yes. And also, if you get in the swing of it, I think maybe I'd do all the grey ones.
Yeah, so you don't.
Then do all the white ones, sort of thing.
And it's lovely and crisp, isn't it?
Yes.
It's really nice. And so then we can turn it back over, and you trim down to your outer.
Oh, so that's that little block done now, then, isn't it?
And then you would just trim all that down. We can trim.
But making sure you leave your 1/4 inch seam allowance on the whole lot.
That's actually drawn in your template as a dotted line, isn't it?
Oh,
so,
yes.
Yeah. So we trim.
So make sure you cut out on the dotted line now when you're squaring off, not on the solid line.
Yeah. Because you still want to, obviously, you need your seam allowance to attach it to the next block. A bit thick, obviously a little bit thick through the corners where all the seams are.
Yeah.
And then we have a lovely, precise block. So I found it useful, as I say, to draw on top of the fabric, adding my placement, because then I wasn't faffing around each time. And so, yeah, we'll end up then with 4 of those.
Now, do you leave the stitch and tear in?
I would take it out. So at this point, then, once you've trimmed, because you need the templating to trim to, then you can physically take all that out. Then, and it does. You can see how it tears.
Oh no,
away,
easily.
You just hold the stitches.
If you were just making a wall hanging, could you just leave it in?
Yes, absolutely.
Does that give it extra?
It's washable and ironable.
Oh, okay. So it doesn't disappear if you. It's not one of because there's one, isn't there, that you can dissolvable one that you wash, it disappears, isn't it?
No, it doesn't disappear. If you've ever bought maybe a sweatshirt or something that's got an embroidered emblem,
and it's on the back of that.
You'll see if it's heavily embroidered, they can't physically get
out.
in, and you'll see a little bit of this.
Lots of friends of mine play rugby and things like that, and the inside of their rugby shirts are like that.
So you can see how it easily tears away.
So you take all of it off.
Out.
Yeah, take all of it off.
You can actually just get in the centrepiece, then you can just get a little unpicker.
Yeah, but be careful you don't go through your fabric, because then you'll ruin the whole block.
You can actually pull that
apart.
Oh yes,
there you go.
Quite
Brilliant.
easily, even without
and just tear it off.
Yeah, you can get in.
Okay, brilliant.
Get them all off.
Okay. So we've done now the 4 central.
So we've done the rectangular diamonds, if you
like.
Which
which looks like it might be the most difficult bit of the whole lot.
Yeah. So we'll get rid of those.
Yeah. Ooh.
And I've got.
So have you got another 2 of those made somewhere?
There's one for sure.
Don't worry. Do that. So you're going to do the middle bit now.
So now we can look at the middle bit. Yes. So I think it's a 6.5 inch.
Instructions have got the cutting size.
The sizes. Yes, we have a 6.5 inch, I think, square and some 3.5 inch squares in the colours, in the chosen colours for this.
So you'll know the colours because they're all listed on that chart I showed you earlier. It's which colour goes with which.
And she does talk about sort of because you've got a light fabric. You've got your background, and then you've got a light, a dark, and your charcoal. Yeah. It's like a light, medium, and dark.
Yes.
So that's all explained.
Yeah.
And you can see I've just drawn a diagonal line across these corners.
Right.
You will have seen this technique before. So you place one of your smaller squares in the corner of your larger square, making sure that the line is like that, not going to the centre.
Yes.
Okay, across one of the corners. And we're going to, again, stitch on that line.
So now you are stitching on the bias when you're doing that, aren't you?
Yes, yeah, that's right. So,
would you use stay press or anything? Is it called stay press?
Starch, kind of a...
Like the starch we've got. What's it called?
Best press, I think
Best press. I always get that wrong, don't I?
I've actually become a bit of a fan of starching. I've gone a bit starching mad.
Have you? Well, the thing I like about best press is that it doesn't... The old-fashioned starch, all on your floor around your ironing board, and all your ironing board cover was always covered in it afterwards, whereas press doesn't seem to... Best press doesn't seem to leave any residue at all.
And it smells divine.
Yeah, you can get the scent-free, though.
I was a bit disappointed, because I ran out, spoke to the team, and they sent me a bottle of
one without a scent. Did you have the lavender or did you have the linen fresh one? Yeah.
Absolutely gorgeous.
Right. Okay. So you stitch that line.
Yeah. So that when we you can see how it makes the corner pieces of this
do you cut that excess off then?
Yeah, we're going to cut that
with
off.
that 1/4 inch rule again.
You can use this along the stitching, but because you haven't got the foundation piece here, it doesn't actually.
No,
it's not. You can actually line it up.
Yeah,
but it's just as easy to put that on your stitch line. It's probably easier to see that on.
And it's not going to move because of your resin, is it?
Because of the grip, yeah. So you do have that, and then you can just fold that back. And you repeat that process on each corner. I've got a couple of blocks here because I know that, like you say, you did this Christmas Day, didn't you, as well? So there's the two opposite corners, if that's done. And then again, you would do the same on the next
Oh, look at you with your one I've already made. So that gives you your on-point square in the centre, doesn't it? Blimey, it's even one finished. Brilliant.
Okay.
Okay, so I'll take that one.
So that's the same process for
So
those.
we now know that we've got a centre bit,
Yeah.
and we've got our...
I'm not actually going to be piecing it all together
No,
today,
that's
but
fine.
we're just showing you the individual
And then
objects.
what's this corner section here then?
Okay, so then that corner there, it's actually a very similar process to what we've just done with the centre.
Okay.
But with different size squares.
Yeah.
So I think these are 3.5 and these
Tells
are 2.
you in the instructions, though.
And again, I've done a centre pen line on that.
Right.
Exactly the same process.
But you only have to do it once.
But we're only doing it once, and then that gives you your corner square.
Okay.
So that's absolutely perfect. Again, stitching on the line. For all of these, we're stitching on the line. The same with the foundation piecing.
Yeah. Lovely.
We can trim that.
Trim that one back. Why don't you trim that back? Could you get WH to come in and sort out the aircon, because it's gone like an ice box in here again, please.
I thought it was cold out there today.
Oh, is it what, in the main room?
But
Oh, and that's it. That's it for the corner
so
section.
that's beautiful for your corner
So
section.
literally, we're not going to sew them together, but you've got your centre square.
We've got a strip, haven't we?
Yeah.
To show.
Then you've got that one,
That's it.
and then
We've got a couple
it
more
goes that way
corners,
round,
don't
doesn't
we?
it?
We've got some corners.
Is that the way around? Oh yeah, coming into there.
Oh, there you go. I thought I had some more corners. So yes, there you'd have your corner in the centre.
Perfect.
Like that.
So you just do that 25 times.
Yeah.
Because there's 20. Yeah, 5 and 5.
25, yeah.
Okay,
And
I'm gonna go do bundles now. So
Yeah.
when I get back, if you could finish the other 24, and then we can show how to bind it.
Well, I was going to show, what I'm going to do is show you, if you love the Storm at Sea,
Oh, how to do it with the...
how to do it with the creative grids.
Perfect. Don't do that until I've... Oh, sorry, there's something else you want to say.
I was just going to say then, to put the block together,
Yeah, oh yes.
what you would do is you would sew 2 of these to the centre block.
So
to
you'd
give
make
you
that bit first, yeah.
And then your side blocks you'd make in strips
Like that.
like that, but they would obviously to come
Yes.
around here.
But you put one on all four,
That's it, because that would have one.
Oh, that's when you got one on.
So that
Okay,
would
yeah.
be there like
Right, got
that.
it.
You'd put those together
So you do this strip here and
the
that
2
strip
strips,
there.
and then you can see that they can add. You can add each one.
That
to
must
each
be really
side.
satisfying, actually, because it's lots
When
and
you
lots
come
of little
to-
bits, isn't it, to make the finish.
come
Right,
together.
while you prep to do the one with the ruler, I'll just go and do the bundles for this, and then
Okay.
we'll come back. What it is this is a 12-inch finished block done by foundation piecing.
Yeah.
I got confused between
Well,
foundation
these are
piecing and
foundation piecing. These are normal,
Yes,
regular piecing.
but we've also got a ruler, a Creative Grids ruler, to show you how to do it. But that makes a 16.5-inch block. So you couldn't do this quilt with the ruler, but you can do a block
So
with the
if you-
ruler.
yeah, if
So
you
I'll
like
go and
the
do
pattern.
bundles while Angie
Okay.
preps to do that one. Right, this is a mega bundle, this one. Mega bundles. Let me move those to the side there. These colours here, you get 20.5 metres in total. These are all 1/2 a metre. These are all 1/2 a metre. Gorgeous colours, look at that. Really beautiful colours. Gorgeous. Every colour you can imagine, isn't there? Now, they're all listed in the instructions as to which colour goes with which, so which dark goes with which light. So we just had those 2 together. But then there'll be another circle with that one with a different colour, isn't there? There's that one with another colour they put it with. But you know what I mean? There's all sorts of different variations. So you get 1/2 metre of all of those colours. You then get 1 metre of the grey, which is the bit to make all the little triangles with that Angie just showed us. Then we've got the white, which is 4 metres of the white. That's for the background. And then for the backing, which you don't even see on that quilt, this backing, this is the linear print in cream. You get 4.5 metres of that to make the backing. And then, of course, you also get the wadding, and you get the thread, and you get the instructions, all for £188.99. Now, I've also got, I took them off the table because I didn't want to cruise it, but I've also got a thread bundle here as well. So let me just move all this over to this. This isn't included, this is separate, right? But if you wanted to have an array, like a rainbow array of threads, you get all of those in a bundle together. Oh, hang on, let me move the blue one round. That's right, there you go. There you go. Rainbow threads, you get 6 spools, each 100 metres, for £10.49. All Gutermann, 100% polyester. Okay, we've got an email through with a picture. Yeah, here it is. I just need WH to tidy that side up, that's all. Oh, that's nice.
Oh, wow.
Oh, no, I can't see. Yeah, I can see it. Good morning, sewing quarter team.
It's beautiful.
Paul's just reading it out to me, but I can see the words. No, the ends on my other screen I couldn't. Good morning, Sewing quarter team. This is a Storm at Sea quilt that I made some time ago. It's one of my favourite designs as it can look so different depending on how the fabrics are placed.
Gosh, yeah.
Have a great day, everyone. Kind regards, Jeanette.
Doesn't even look like Storm at Sea, does it? That's so true. The different placement of the
Exactly. That's it. I can see the shaping of it, but it's just brilliant. Yeah. Lovely. Thank you very much indeed for that, Jeanette. Now, let's move this one out of the way.
So I'd like to refer to that.
Yeah, I'll put that one there. Right. Okay. So now this is a Creative Grids ruler, of which you can create a Storm at Sea. Can I just reach across you there? Of course, with all Creative Grids, you get a whole instruction manual. Because look, if you place them, this one placed together.
Yeah, the diagram there doesn't look anything like...
Looks completely different again, doesn't it?
Goldsworthy.
Looks completely different again. But that's your block there. That's your 16, it's a 16 and a half, do you say? Yeah, 16 and a half inch block is there. So you can see in the centre, they see in the centre where the Lynne's adaptation has taken that circle, but hers doesn't have these ones on the outside and the extra square on the inside. But with this ruler, you can create the whole of that block.
Yeah.
So.
What I thought it'd be nice to do is use this to try and create the same effect.
Oh, okay.
Although it's a different sized block,
yes.
to still think about how it would still work. If you like this, because I like this circular effect without the fussiness.
Yeah, because if we just go to this one, the one that this ruler can make has another...
It's got another square in the centre.
Yes.
And then it's got triple squares in the corners
in the corner
as well.
there, so it's much busier.
It's much busier,
so if you love... obviously, you can make that. And if you love the busier one, you can make it with this ruler. But if what Angie's going to do is show us how to make that kind of block, but using the ruler. But it will be a 16 and a half inch block, not a 12 inch block like that one.
So I've worked out how to simplify the corners down to just having the one corner.
Yeah.
And what I've done with the centre block is actually left the triple square in, but you could choose to either have it in white, so it would look like it was a hole in the circle, or you could do it in the grey.
Like a porthole.
Yeah, so you could do it in the white or the charcoal in the centre, depending on what you like. But it's an amazing ruler, aren't they?
They're fantastic, aren't they?
They're
Absolutely
incredible.
Brilliant.
So it's got all your measurements. If I could put it on white, will that be easier to see, for the viewers to see? It has all these measurements on the long side for actually cutting different strip measurements.
We're just coming in on that, there you go.
It goes right up to, I think, 5 1/4, I think you can cut in
strips.
strips. It also shows you the different elements of the ruler, so the diamond rectangles on the side and then the smaller squares and the centre square, what you can make with it. Because, of course, to make these separate elements, you could choose to put them in other blocks.
Of course, yeah, exactly. It's not just for the storm, I mean, it's called the Storm at Sea block, but you can use it to do other
patterns.
Yes, exactly.
You could do a whole quilt with just squares in squares, couldn't you?
Yeah.
And then, of course, these, which look very odd if you've never used Creative Grids, these triangles at the top give us our different shapes. And again, with the non-slip everywhere. So the instructions in the little paper that we'll refer to in here, great instructions, again, how all this is constructed. First of all, we start with strips.
Okay.
And so I've chosen the colours to obviously match our block that we've done previously. So these are 2 4.5 inch strips, and they're actually stitched together, 1/4 inch seam. It does say all the time actually in the Creative Grids to use a scant 1/4 inch seam.
Yeah.
And as you can see, it's stitched together down each side.
Oh, okay, because normally you either see stripes or you just see a single strip of fabric, whereas yours is an actual loop, isn't it?
It is actually a tube, yeah.
A lovely message from Denise saying she's joined the show. She's going to start working on her Elna sewing machine very, very soon in West Yorkshire, beautiful county. Right.
Okay, so to work, what we're going to make initially is the actual centre diamond. So this is in a different colour, but just to show you, this is what we're trying to make. So you can see how much bigger it is to...
Where's that? That's that bit, is it?
It's the centre bit, yes.
Okay.
And I've just done this with 4 corners, the same colour, obviously, but just to show you the different scale. But that's the piece that we're looking to make.
We've got some bundles of themed bundles of fabric in the next hour, 1.5 metres and 3 metres. So stay around because we've got nice block colours coming up, solid colours, yeah.
So with the 4.5-inch strips sewn together, you can see my ruler, if I place it, I've got a 4.5-inch guideline here.
Yeah.
And the squared off top of the triangle just sits directly on the top of that strip.
Right.
So we position that in place.
Yeah.
And we're going to cut this edge down here, and also that one there, even though that looks as if it's from a different design.
Yeah.
Okay.
But not the next size.
But not the next size, no. We cut that separately. Okay, so I'm afraid I'm going to cut a little bit towards you, John.
If I'm moving out the way, don't worry.
I hope not to come that far.
No, better safe than sorry.
That's fine, you're safe now. So and that's key why these creative grids have got this little circle cut out so that you can actually take the rotary cutter all the way in.
Yeah.
Now you think you'd stop there,
but
it does really point out that you cut this one as, I just twisted the ruler.
Now normally the resin, if you just press those down, the resin will stop the ruler from slipping. Also, you're also on a funny angle in your sewing machine.
This machine, so actually you can move those, and for the last one you can reposition it because it's very easy to reposition. I was trying to do it over the top of the sewing machine,
and we are also making Angie rush.
Which wasn't key. Okay, the reason why we do that last one is because that gives you 4 pieces.
Oh yes, so it was the last section of the last one. So you weren't starting a fresh one. It was just the last section of the last one.
And if your rotary cutter doesn't go through at any point, I often say don't try and go back in with the rotary cutter. Just get used to this. It's easier. Okay. So you can see that's the way they were in the strip.
Of course.
So if we hadn't have cut the last one, we wouldn't have had all of them. So we've got our 4 there.
Okay.
Okay. And then what we can do is where you've got your few stitches at the top, this is where you don't want 1.5.
Yes.
stitches, you want regular size.
So why did you bother sewing it at the top?
Just to keep everything
in place.
Everything in place, but also because we've cut up, down, if you didn't sew the one side, this one wouldn't have...
Oh, no, of course,
yes, of course, yes. So it's not, it is...
It's not just for that little bit,
it's because we're cutting from the top and the bottom. So they all pull apart and give you your lovely centre diamond.
Oh. Okay.
Okay, so then you could press all those. Yes. It says here, what you would do here probably is to press the seam open.
Oh, really?
So you've got extra work there as well.
I need my glasses for that. Okay. Oh, this is where the little, the adapter iron or the mini iron would be perfect.
So you can just finger press them initially, that will help.
Oh, you're saying I'm too slow?
No, not at all. I'm just...
Oh, done that wrong.
Have you caught my bug?
Yes. No, I have it every day of my life. It's not...
I only need one.
Oh, okay.
I just do one. Can't
just as well, really. We've only got an hour.
Okay, so there's our centre of that. And now we're going to move on to how we create the corners.
Okay.
And that's what we do with the other side of the ruler.
Oh, okay.
Now, the ruler as well talks about, so when I laid that strip down, if you're right-handed, you cut from left to right on that one. But if you were left-handed, you'd position the fabric, you'd work from left to right on the strip, obviously. So it's considered that as well, which is nice. So then, because I'm trying to create the same as this, with 2 grey and 2 white, what I want to do now with the diamonds is cut some from some white and some from some grey, don't I?
Yeah.
Now with this one, we've got 2 strips exactly the same, 4.5-inch, It does say make sure it's a maximum of 13 or so inches so that you can get 4 out of a strip or whatever like that. But obviously, if you'd cut this from the width of the fabric, you could just keep going. And this time we work from the right-hand side of the fabric and they're not stitched together.
Okay. Only because I'm just trying to figure out if somebody bought the if you bought the, there's 25 circles, 12-inch ones, so you'd need to divide 16 by, well, would there be enough fabric to make it?
We're usually very generous, aren't we, with our...
Say that again?
We're normally very generous with the fabric
Yes,
bundle.
and also, you wouldn't make as many circles.
No, so this is 72.
Yeah.
So what?
16, 16 is 32, 64. So you'd have to have 4 across and 4 down, so it'd be slightly smaller.
Okay. But this has got the border as well,
Yes,
obviously.
exactly.
It's got 12-inch
Yeah. So you do 16 rather than 25 circles.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's good.
Say that again? No, I'm just wondering if there's enough fabric, though. There might not be enough backing. There might not be enough backing. Oh, there should be. I'll work it out. Keep going. I'll have a think about that.
So you can see I've got 2 strips, and now we place it on this side, and I'm going to cut down here.
Yeah.
Up there, down there, to create these ones. And can you see these have got a slightly different, a little notch? Okay, so that's quite difficult to cut, I found.
Yes.
So I'm going to space my hands out there. So I think I need a new blade in.
Yes, I think you do.
It's not very sharp. I actually find if you try they want you to cut that off to make that notch. Yeah. And if you try and swing back, you're going to swing back into this piece of fabric.
Yes.
So I actually preferred to just make a little mark, and I can just go back and nip it off.
Oh, I suppose if you used a little rotary cutter like this one that we give as a free gift,
then it may be.
Maybe you could do it all in one go, maybe.
One go, yeah.
If you're a new buyer, new gift for new buyers, spend over £10, you get that automatically in your order.
I've done that one, if you're going, if you are careful, but if you are, I've done that one, fine, that one's done. But if you are concerned about that.
Yes, because if you go backwards, you're going to go into the piece.
Which is often what you have a tendency to do, is to swing the rotary cutter backwards, then you're going to nick into the next piece. I'm just going to come back along here because I need a new blade.
Yeah. Do you want me to get you another rotary cutter?
I think I'm just...
We only got, how many minutes have we got left? That's 6.
Oh, really? I'm going to go back in just along
Yeah, please, because it's not cutting.
Cut those. And these are gorgeously cut out then with your little notches and everything. So creative grids are so brilliant, aren't they? The way they... Perfect.
There you go, there's a sharp, but it's just that's a sharp one.
Okay, super. Thank you very much. Thank you. And they do talk about going, this one, the middle one, doesn't have a notch at all.
Right.
So once you've cut that one, then position it so that you can go back in and cut that notch.
Oh, and cut the little notch off, yeah.
Okay, so...
It's literally just the dog ear or dog end, whatever it's called. Oh, no, dog end's a cigarette, isn't it? Dog egg.
And I've done that upside down now. Easier this way.
Yeah.
I have got some other one. I don't have to cut anymore. I've got some ready to go.
Oh, okay.
So we're not going to be... There you
Brilliant.
go. So we can do that.
Okay.
And nip that off there where I've just drawn the line. So that's how you would make your cornerstones, if you like.
And then you just literally stitch those on?
And then lay them out as you want them.
Yes.
So visually, you can look at 2 white, because I'm trying to replicate the pattern, aren't I?
Yes.
Okay, so we lay them out like that.
Yeah.
And then literally, because you've got the lovely notches, when I fold that over...
just match them up.
This end, match the ends perfectly and stitch that into position.
With a scant 1/4 inch?
With a scant 1/4 inch, yes. So I'll just change my machine now, because I was just stitching down the centre of things before. Okay. Because I don't think on, when you did this before on Christmas Day, I don't think you didn't get this far, did you?
No, we didn't, no.
So it's tricky to show everything. And then you press that back. Now do be careful, because you're working with diamonds.
Yes.
Triangles now, so you have got bias to consider.
Yes.
So be very careful.
Which is where the best press would come in handy as well.
Yeah. In fact, even for quilting, would you mind giving that a press, please?
Even for quilting?
For quilting, when you're moving the fabric, you know, sometimes if you're pushing fabric with quilting, it can just buckle under your hand. If you want the whole quilt to move, that's why I've taken to using starch as well, so it gives you some body to the fabric.
Yeah.
Thank you. And now what's important now is you do exactly the same, but do be careful to ignore the top one. You're trying to match to the bottom one.
Yeah, the orange
all the
one,
time,
so, yeah.
you know. So I think the diagram might go this way. It might do two. Should we do one this way?
Yeah.
You can see again we've got that lovely edge to edge. Watch it doesn't move on the way to the sewing machine. And then obviously when you've got all your pieces in place, do check that it matches the size it should be.
Yes.
Because you may have to sort of re-stitch something if it's not quite. I thought I'd put that on the wrong side then, but I haven't.
Have more faith in yourself.
I know. I'm thrown today now.
You're going home in a minute, so it's fine. Yeah, because the other grey one goes here and the other white one goes there.
Yeah. Do you want me to do those? Do we
No,
have
you
time?
don't need to do that because we could just if we
Okay.
could just cover the corner.
Yeah.
Now, because
Okay.
we've only literally got a couple of minutes, so.
So that's how that would work.
Yeah.
You'd end up. So the difference is you've got this centre seam in doing it that way. Okay. So then for the centre squares.
Oh yeah, sorry. We've got the centre square and the side square.
Centre square and the side square. I've just got some pieces here, I think. Yeah. Where's the creative grid? So a bit differently, if we've just been concentrating on how to do this one, do you remember we put our pieces in the corners?
Yes.
So we put them against the corners and trimmed off this way.
Yes.
This is completely different.
Oh, okay.
So you do actually cut a square. So I said about having a white in the middle.
Yes,
It'd be really
because
nice to
the one
have
you're
it
doing has got an extra square in the middle, hasn't it?
That's it. And then you actually put these ones. You can visually crease your fabric, find a centre point so you can centre this triangle. Yes. Obviously, it gives you the cutting measurements, and you literally sew these on as triangles.
You're saying that there's a white square in there, aren't you? In the middle,
yes,
hang on.
That's it. So these would go
there's
like that.
There's a white square in there as well as there's this one. So yes.
If I just place.
Oh yeah,
them,
no, don't need to sew them. It's fine.
And then this would go. So instead of what I'm saying,
you
don't
bigger,
stitch on the corners.
Yes.
This has got the seam allowance in, but it is larger too. So you don't stitch on the corners, you stitch across the square edges, adding corners. Yeah. So yeah, I decided it would be quite nice in the centre to have a white or a grey.
Yes.
To give it the polo effect. So
now,
that would
are they
be your
saying
centre.
You'd keep it like? Oh yeah, so the orange one is still on point.
Yeah.
And the white square in the centre is on the.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Okay, so that's what I thought would be lovely for your centre.
Yeah, that's really nice. So that's your centre. Yeah. That's your 4 side sections that you do. So you can see it's a much bigger block, but it's almost identical apart from that bit.
With the creative grids, it is using the same, design way to get the shaping. So then for the corners on the creative grids, it would follow the same process as this.
But smaller.
But smaller.
Yeah.
So I decided to try and work out how to do this simplified, because obviously it doesn't give you the measurements.
No.
And so I've worked out that if you stitch a 4.5-inch square with a 3.5-inch.
It happens to be written underneath.
Yeah.
Is that 3.5 or 3? It says 3.
4.5-inch square with a 3-inch square.
Yeah.
And we do it just the way we did in this way. Yeah. Then it will give you, because it's a 4.5-inch square that you want in your corner.
So that would fit up.
That would fit.
No.
Oh, sorry. That way around, wouldn't it? To give you your.
So you just do exactly this, because this would be smaller, because we haven't sewn this together. So that will be the same size as that, and that will be small as well.
Yeah.
So again, you'll do that one and that one to there.
Yes.
Then you do your row of that one, and another one of those there, and the same down that side.
Yeah.
Stitch down, and then you've got your huge 16-inch block, 16.5-inch
block. Yeah, it's really nice. But I think it would. It'd be quite nice.
It'd be very dramatic, wouldn't it? Because you just have your. I think what it would mean if you bought that bundle is you wouldn't have to use all the colours.
Right.
Because Or would you, hang on, because there's how many repeat? No, you wouldn't use all the colours, would you? Because there's there's about 22 colours in there, aren't there?
So you'd have a mix and match.
So you'd have to mix and match. You can mix and match them as you wanted, couldn't you?
Absolutely.
That was brilliant.
Yeah. So
and then also very quickly then, so you did a border.
Yes, the borders.
You sandwiched it. We've literally only got seconds.
As the quilt this morning, you add borders to two sides.
Yeah.
I think you can see there to shorter. The measurements are 6 inches. So you add two sides, and then whatever that measures, then you add the top and the bottom.
And then you just sandwiched it on this one. This one was sandwiched, and then they've just cross-hatched it all the way across, haven't they?
Yeah, absolutely. And added your binding.
Yes.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Which we never got to do today, did we, binding? We're going to do binding.
I have got a little bit of to show binding,
run out
but
of time, woman.
No time.
Thank you ever so much.
Oh, you're welcome.
Do you know when you're next yet?
It was supposed to be the 1st of February, but I maybe moved to the 6th.
Oh.
It's birthday week, isn't it?
It is.
So we've got, so,
as long as you're in there, that's the main thing.
That would be really nice.
All right, you're going to go home, so I won't see you. Thank you ever so much.
Thank you.
Come with me. Thank you, Angie. We'll see you very soon, and we'll do bundles next. Look. £188.99. Now, I know you're sitting at home thinking, ooh, considered purchase, but look what you get. Look what you get. You get all of these colours, and all of these colours, you get half a metre of each. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 metres there of so you get 22 colours. So 22 colours there. So if you did the bigger blocks that Ange did, you wouldn't need to use all the colours. You wouldn't have all the colours. You'll have some left over for your stash if you did the 16-inch block there. But then you also get a metre of your charcoal to make the little grey triangles and maybe the centre of your other one. The white, for the background and the backing, you get 4 metres of this one. Is that right? 4 of the white one. And then 4.5 of the linear cream. And that's, you don't even see that. That's your backing. That's your backing. You do need to check out. You do get 2 reels of thread. You do get the instructions. And you get the wadding. Right? All of that for £188.99. Now, remember, we've got a special deal today on the sewing machines. I don't think there's 2 or 3 left now. We'll have a little look. It's a special deal on the 680 sewing machine. It's always cost £999, but if you buy it today, you get a free gift with it worth... You pay $9.99 for the sewing machine. There you go. You get the whole bundle. You get the Kay Fassett's Quilts in Ireland, the Kay Fassett bundle, and the cutting mat. All of those are worth £88.97. So you're either saving £88.97, or you think of it as you're getting a free gift of £88.97, whatever. But I've only, is it 2 or 3 I've got left? So 2 left. That's all I've got. You need to check out your basket. Right, I'm going. If you've enjoyed watching that Creative Grids demonstration, then I'm not doing demonstrations, but I've got a whole load of Creative Grids and gorgeous bundles of fabric. Don't go anywhere. Get yourself a cup of tea. See you in 3 from now.
Follow us on Instagram. Search for our Sewing Quarter page and follow us to get our latest posts.
It's official. Sewing Quarter has arrived on Sky TV. You can join us on Sky 678 7 days a week. Add Sewing Quarter to your Sky favourites so you never miss a programme. And if you set a series link, you can catch up on our shows from each day at any time. If you don't have Sky, you can still join in the fun by watching us on Freeview Channel 78, on our website at sewingquarter.com, and on YouTube. So tune in on Sky Channel 678 or on Freeview Channel 78. We'll see you there.
Hi, I'm Paul Clark, and here are my 3 top tips for dressmaking. My first top tip is the way I pin fabric. I always pin parallel to the edge of the fabric, so it gives me a visible sewing line when I'm stitching. My second top tip is pinning a garment together and then trying it on before you do actually do any sewing. That way you can make sure if there's any fit adjustments you need to make. My third top tip is when sewing a curve, such as an underarm seam, Sew it first, then trim it as close as you can to that original sewing, and it will stop any puckering underneath the arms.
As soon as you place an order with us, we get to work on making your shopping experience that extra bit special. Our warehouse team pick your items and cut your fabric with the greatest care and precision. Cut fabric is neatly folded and packed in a tissue paper-lined presentation box. And when we're satisfied that it's just perfect, it gets the Sewing Quarter seal of approval. So whether you're giving a gift or treating yourself, you can shop with confidence, knowing your Sewing Quarter purchases will arrive in style.
Jo Carter's series of amazing animal softies continues this Friday, with her lion toy making its Sewing Quarter debut. From issue 21 of Simply Sewing magazine, this King of the Jungle is all set for plenty of games and cuddles. With an embroidered smile and a super cute mane, you'll love sewing this toy for someone special. Our new kit includes Jo's expert instructions, so tune in for this unmissable new show at 8 AM on Friday the 26th of January, only on Sewing Quarter, Freeview Channel 78 and Sky Channel 678.
Don't forget, shopping with us is easy and simple. You can just contact us at 0800 112 4433 and speak to our UK-based call centre to place an order, or shop online with us at www.sewingquarter.com.
Follow us on Twitter for more inspiration, top tips, news, and share your own creations with us. So much going on, it's incredible. So much going on. Right, this hour, you saw the creative grids that Angie just used. This hour, I'm going to be showing you lots and lots of creative grids. Some with samples, some with slides, some without. I'm not going to be doing any sewing or any cutting or anything. I'm just going to talk you through each of the rulers. And I've got fabric bundles as well halfway through the hour as well. So I've got people who were messaging about fabric bundles. They're coming up. As soon as I've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I'm going to do 7 rulers. Then we'll go and do fabric bundles, and then we'll come back and do the other rulers. And don't forget the sewing machine bundle. There's only 2 left. There's only 2 left. Right. Well, I'll start here with the first one because this is one new to me. Wavy. Oh, now, at WH, I need a piece. I've got a piece of fabric. I just need a piece of fabric to put behind them all so we can see the details on them. There we go. There we go. It's for a 3-inch wave, this one. For the 3-inch wave, this ruler. Now, it is fantastic because Jane Alcock did this cushion using the wavy border, but you can also use it to do, Joy did a quilt, didn't she, that had a wavy border. You could use it for your wavy border because it has got a corner on it as well. So if you can see here, you've got the curvy center, this is the curvy line here, but what you do is you mark a straight line on your fabric or on your cutting mat and everything, and you put the straight line, you see here, can you see there? You line that line up there, all on the straight of grain, so you're going to get even curves going all the way around. Only makes a 3-inch wave, but if you look on here, you can do that kind of pattern, and this kind of pattern. So it could be a single wave or it could be a multiple wave there. But then if you move along here, like a scrappy patch in the wave, isn't it? But then also, look at this, I keep moving, can't move any further, hang on. Move this one. Look, so if you get all the wavy lines you use within another one, use the 3-way for cutting, for quilting, that's quilting designs in that one, and quilting designs in this one, a bit like a westerly ruler, isn't it? But then also, I'm going to move it back now, on this side, you just have an 18-inch straight line ruler here. So if you need to cut fabric and everything like that, you've got 18 inches across there. As with all creative grids, You've got the resin, you've got straight strip there and the dots there. This literally means you can move it around your fabric quite easily like that. But then once you've decided where you're going to cut, just press down on it like this and keep pressure on your hand, and it's not going to slip anywhere. It's not going to move anywhere. Again, you've got the corner for the 3-inch wave there as well as the actual wave. And then you can literally just carry it on and on and on. But you must line up that straight line there with the center, not with the center of the wave, but on the straight of grain, so that you get the waves in exactly the same place. Again, the increments are there on the ruler bit in the white and the black. So if you're using white fabric, you can see it, or pale fabric, you can still see it with the black lines there. And I just think there's so much you can do with that. Designed by Lynne Edwards and Rachel the Ruler, this one. And there it is. There it is. That's an applique cushion that Jane Alcott made one day for us there, just to give you that lovely, lovely wavy effect. Okay? It's the first one. I've got nothing with that one. I've got nothing else with that one. I haven't got any instructions for these ones on this side. We've got some of them, but not. Anyway, so that's the curvy. That's the curvy ruler there. Lots to be put in the basket. Make sure you check out. We know you love your creative grids. Oh, I don't know why I'm folding that up because I've got more now. Right, so now I'm going to do Tumbler. Tumbler, so this one is one that Lucy did. This is the 4.5-inch Tumbler. Yep. Yep, 4.5-inch Tumbler, double strip ruler. Right, now, it's basically, if you look here, it looks terribly, terribly complicated, but it's actually not. What you do to create these is you sew 2 strips together, right? And then these are single blocks, and then you use the, oh, let me get the pink fabric again. Sorry. There we go. So, to create the basic tumbler, you've got the tumbler shapes here, right? You've got the tumbler shapes there. But what you can do to create this section here is, rather than sewing lots of fiddly bits together, you just cut a 2.5-inch strip or jelly roll, sew 2 of them together, which creates that, well, let me just check what that is, 2.5-inch. Let's just have a look. Oh, no, it's a 2.25, hang on, quarter and quarter, so that's half. Oh, yeah, it is. It's 2 jelly roll pieces sewn together, right? And then you literally lay them out here, and you can cut like Ange just did, cutting out your tumblers there. But remember, when you're cutting them out, this is one tumbler, then this creates the next tumbler, that creates a tumbler, that creates a tumbler. Again, we've got the cutouts there so that you can run your rotary cutter, you can run the rotary cutter straight down, and it's not going to cut into your ruler at all. You've also got this, the 2.5-inch strip here for you to be able to cut your fabrics again. So you can sew 2 of those together. Well, it shows you here, look, if I show you here very quickly, you can either do solid ones like this, okay, or you could do the half ones like this, or you could do the quarter ones like that. So you can cut them solid out of just 1 strip of fabric of 5 inches. You cut that one out of the 2 jelly rolls sewn together, or that one, so 4 strips of fabric together. You see? This is designed by Carolyn Griffiths and Rachel the Ruler. Again, it's got all of the resin round the edges to stop it slipping. It's just a brilliant, brilliant. They take all the hard work out of everything. You've got the resin strips, the resin spots, the measurements, all the way up to the 18.5 inches there. You've got 2.5 inches across. That's the width of a jelly roll there, or design roll there. So if you haven't got a design roll, you can just cut them out using the ruler. It's just brilliant, isn't it? I'm not quite sure what that arrow's for there, where it says line fabric with this line and cut. Not quite sure what that was for. Oh, actually, hang on. Yeah, that's your 5-inch strip going that way. That's your 5-inch strip going that way. So it's just brilliant. And each ruler does come, this one, I haven't got this one here with me now, but each ruler does come with a set of instructions like the last one did. I'll show you as I go through, because all the others have got instructions. So that one there is the tumbler. It's a lovely, £24.99. Right, now moving on to the quarter square triangle, which are, oh, I don't know where that one's come from. There was one under there, HW, I don't know where that one's come from. This is the quarter square triangle. Oh, hang on. Yep. Yes. This is the 90 degrees quarter square triangle. Okay, I've been given the wrong things then, hang on. This is the non-slip quarter square triangle, is with that one. Hang on, I'm sorry about this one. Okay, maybe labelled that wrong, that one. I'll just put that back there. Okay, let's put that there. I've now got a 6-inch, 45-degree diamond and Lone Star bias ruler. Right, now this one. Again, you do it by sewing the strips together. Oh, maybe that's that one. That one that I had there was on the wrong pile. There you go. So look, all the different designs you can create with this ruler. I'll put that one in the shot as well there. Look. So, let me show you the instructions first of all. So you can create, from this ruler, you can create this lovely like chevron pattern, which is this one. Okay, and then you've got this one. See, 3 different designs there. Now, what I love about all of these is look how thorough the instructions are. So, to do, there you go, I'll start with this one here. $24.99, this ruler. To do the, to do the Lone Star, here, it's got all the different sizes you need to cut. See, and also with Creative Grids, Rachel the Ruler, you can go to our website, you can watch videos on all of them. Cutting single diamonds, tells you exactly, look at even close-up drawings there. Open it out, and there's all the different instructions you need. And as I say, if you can't get it from just looking at that, you can see by going to our videos. I just showed you that block, that's the same as the one on that side there. Again, create all those, and of course, let me show you the ruler itself, because on the ruler, I'll show you it that way around, you've got black and white measurements here. So your finished size for this section here, if it's 4.5 there, then you cut, you know, all the different kind of fabric widths you need to buy. Fabric width there, finished size there in the black. So the fabric width is in the blue, the finished size is in the black. So that's the strip. You cut a 4-inch strip for a 3.5. Oh, hang on, you can see that. I'll hold that up. There you go. So white one is the fabric width there. You cut the 4.5-inch strip for a finished size of 4 inches. See what I mean? It's got all the details on there. It's got little angles going on at the bottom here. And there again, on the ruler itself, you've got 3 lovely designs for you to follow there. Blocks, not designs, to follow there. And again, if you've got one of those QI readers, there's a QR, is it called QI? QR readers. You can always go there. But the best thing to do is, if you're confused by any of it, just go to the Creative Grids website and you can look at all of the videos for all of these. So again, let me just show you what you can make out of this. That's that lovely chevron design. Got that brilliant star one there. And then we've got, this is what you start off with, the stripes there. And you cut it and create different shapes from it. And then the lovely chevron one there in the other fabrics. Okay, so that's that one. To keep it all together. Now I'm moving on to one I haven't got oh no, I've got another sample there. Non-slip hexagon trim tool. Now, this one is incredible, because what you do, you know, I haven't got the log cabin trim tool today, have I? No, but you know the log cabin trim tool. So what you do is you create this block very much like a log cabin. You start off with the center, you surround. I'll show you the ruler here. And then what you do is you place the central one, round one, so you put your central hexie in the middle there. Let me pick the fabric up. Okay. You put it in place, your central hexie in there. Then you have where you can trim it down to create the actual block. Look, see if you here, look, right? So that's with a 2-inch centre, or the 4-inch centre, or the 6-inch centre. So there's the 2-inch centre. This one's the 4-inch centre, and that's the 6-inch centre there. Got two 4-inch, that's another 4-inch centre there. So what you can do is you can place the central one in, and then you know where to trim it off around the outside. So it just keeps it neat and tidy. It's got a 1/4-inch seam allowance on it. Keeps it neat and tidy. There you can see there's the 2-inch hexie, the 4-inch hexie, the 6-inch hexie, and the 8-inch hexie, all on one ruler. And then you can create that lovely kind of, what's called a hexie, really, I suppose, isn't it? Loads of you adding that one to your basket. Lots of Gerardine, who's saving up now for her daughter's wedding. She's got, I don't know how many rulers, and she always says, I'm not getting any more, not getting any more. Then we show another one, and she's in, gets another one, gets another one. Right, now that one I had the mistake with at the beginning. Here we go. Here we go. I've got the right one now. I'll show you the samples first. Let me show you the samples. Right, here we go. Okay, so we've got this one. That's a bigger version. This is now the 90-degree 1/4 square triangle. Non-slip, 2.5 inches. Single strip ruler, 6.4 inches. Is that this one? Okay. So again, you've got the 2.5-inch strips here for the jelly rolls along the side there. And then what you can do, sew two together and to create, oh no, you don't need to sew two together. That's the width, isn't it? They have 2.5 inches. Let me just double check. Yeah, so it's 2.5 inches from literally, you line your fabric up along that black line there. Oh, hang on, I have to hold the fabric up again. Where it's it. You see, look there. You see, you line your fabric up with that line there, and then this top bit, this flat bit at the top here, is 2.5 inches in height. So your jelly roll, you can cut your jelly rolls as that, or if you want to, you can stitch two fabrics together and your seam would be matched up with that dotted line there. This is a 90-degree angle at the top there, right angle as you can see. But again, the top is squared off so you don't get dog ears or anything like that. Again, you've got the little circles here where your rotary cutter can go down into. And it creates this, right? The thing is that what she's done, I haven't got one like that. Basically, what she's done is she's sewn strips together. Let me work out how wide her strips will have been. Yeah, so they're 2.5-inch strips that she's sewn together. So what she'll have done is sewn them in a straight line. She'll have sewn 2.5-inch strips. And then she's used the ruler to cut out, you see the different sized triangles on there. There you go. I'll just put that one in the basket behind me. Okay, I'll put that there. Hang on, that one goes with that one goes with that. I'm just staying tidy as I'm going along, because I know when we keep recap in a minute, I won't know where anything is. Right, I've got a quilt here. It's the double strip Kaleidoscope. Okay. I've got the double strip Kaleidoscope 45 degree. Yep, that's the one. Okay, what you can see on this one again. Now, what day did Lucy do this one? Did you say on a date? That goes with that one. That goes with that pink one. I've got to keep everything together, that's all. 20th of August, you want to go to YouTube to see Lucy. Was it Lucy doing this one? Yeah. Yeah. Again, obviously she's the expert. She'll be able to tell you exactly how it works. But again, you get the lovely instruction leaflet here. So you can do all different. You can do different blocks, sewing strips together, cutting them out, creating that lovely diamond shape like that, using the different strips. Very, very thorough instructions. And then, of course, this one can, again, go to look at the YouTube. Designed by Rachel Ruler, another one by Rachel Ruler. They cut half square triangles, quarter square triangles, 60-degree triangles, and 45-degree kaleidoscope triangles from pairs of 2.5-inch strips sewn together to form a 4.5-inch strip. There you go. So I wasn't reading that, I promise. But it creates that lovely, lovely... So this is what it creates, this section in here. Takes all the, if you don't like the measuring bit of quilting, then it takes the hard work out of that, doesn't it? Just find the design there. Oh. Right, okay, so she just used it in single, she didn't do any half strips on this one, if you look. She's actually just done the triangles on that one, because look, she's just used the one fabric on this. Okay. Oops. Thank you. £24.99. Check out your baskets. Right, now I've got a picture of this one, I believe. The Kite Plus ruler. So this one, cut and sew kites up to a finished size of 8 inches, and the top and side triangles required to create a rectangle. These 60 and 120-degree angles combined with hexes, half hexes, 60-degree and 120-degree triangles for limitless design potential. This is the sort of thing you can make with this one. By turning the ruler up and down and putting it in different directions. Comprehensive instructions there. That's not it, there's more. There's more. Because you can use it in so many different ways. To make a triangle to go within a square, to make side triangles, to make top triangles, to make the kite in a rectangle, to make a basic kite shape. This ruler has so, look at that, £24.99 for all of those different varieties. It is brilliant. Yeah, you can make, it's not just for a quilt, is it? Like, we've done quilts today, but you can make blocks for cushions or wall hangings or coasters or anything like that, really. Do you do a two-tone kite shape, a tri-coloured triangle? Look at that one there. That one would be so tricky to do, wouldn't it, if you didn't have your creative grid ruler? See a tri-coloured one there with the Y seam in the middle of it. Well, no, that's what I said. I read them all out at the beginning, isn't it? So you've got the basic kite shape. Oh, I'm going to start on this side. Oh, no, hang on. I don't know where it starts. Half kite, tri-colour triangle, two-tone kites, two-colour triangle with a Y seam, tri-colour triangle, one-piece base unit, kite in a rectangle, top triangle, side triangle, all of those from one ruler. Yeah, you wouldn't necessarily use some of those all on their own, but you can cut 9 different shapes out from there. Okay, I'm not doing this very well today, am I? There you go. £24.99. There you go. Look at all the different. It's 4 different blocks, isn't it? 9 shapes, but to create 4 different blocks. £24.99. Okay. Now I've got to go over and do fabrics now, haven't I? Did you say you wanted me to say something before I went? Yeah. The Hexi non-slip trim tool is the most popular so far, followed by the Lone Star and the Wavy border. If they're in your basket, please do check out. Please do check. Right, I've got some fabrics now, just for you two. We just thought we'd bring you some fabrics. I'll take that. Well, no, I don't need to take this sort of thing. Just so you can have some fabrica in your stash. And somebody messaged in earlier when we were doing that quilt saying, oh, you haven't got some fabric bundles, kind of solid colours. Well, we have. I've got 2, I'll just put those here, 2 with 3 meters and 4 with 1.5 meters. I think that's right, yeah. So now these always sell really, really, really quickly. I'll do the green first, because the green, oh, sorry, if you're doing the blue. Only because we did the green the other day and I did it with Hannah, and the green sold out before I'd even finished talking about it. You get 1 metre of each of these. The green tone fabric, $18.99, 3 metres of Spectrum Solid. If you're new to us, they're 100% cotton, they're 44 inches wide, and they're machine washable. They say 30 degrees, but I always wash my cotton in 40 degrees. The 3 colours you get are dark green, foliage green, and emerald green. Let me hold them up because you can't see them all there. Oh, there you go. Metre, 1 metre of each you get there. Now, I'm showing you the green one first, because as I say, when I did this show with Hannah the other day, the green one, I'd literally done this much, and Hannah was saying, oh, blimey, half the stock's gone. Oh, blimey, half the... So please, please, please be careful. If you do want that, you see, it's going in baskets already. Going in baskets already. Congratulations. Had a whole show, didn't I, the other day, of 3 metre bundles, yeah? It's because what we did was we used to do the ½ metre bundles, and everyone was saying, why don't you do them in 1 metre? So we thought, we'll do them in 1 metre. I've only got limited stock, not limited amount. I mean, I've only got 6 bundles to show you, and only 2 of them are the 3 metre bundles today. But we just thought we'd bring them to you anyway. This is lovely. The blues. Now, be careful, these are limited. These are limited. The amount I've got, $18.99. Again, you get 1 metre of each in the blue colours. Nautical blue, blue sea, and baby blue, all together there, £18.99. Now, they do look slightly different colour on your telly now than they are in real life, so go with my colours here. Straight in the baskets. They're going straight in the basket. They're going straight in the basket. Now, remember, 1 P&P, 1 P&P. So if you bought something for the 8 o'clock hour, something for the 9 o'clock hour, so you'll only, if you bought a sewing machine, you still only pay £2.95 post and packaging. That's your standard. You can put it on an express one if you want for £4.95, but the £2.91's 3 to 5 working days, so it's fantastic. So they're the only 2 bundles with the each 1 metre of each fabric. The other bundles I'm going to show you now have all got ½ metre in, ½ metre of each. Okay, so let me just put that there. I'll just go in order like this. Let's do the yellow one first of all. These are gorgeous. For your stash, these are fantastic, aren't they? So now in this bundle, you get ½ metre of each colour. Maize, yellow, and lemon. ½ metre of each, £9.49. Lovely, aren't they? Beautiful. So ½ metre of each. Loads of you on the phone line. Loads and loads and loads of you on the phone line. There you go. Now the yellow one's raced into the lead. Gorgeous, aren't they, the yellows? Remember when we did because what I did was the other day I had the anthologies, and then I had bundles to go with the anthologies. So I had a yellow bundle, a blue bundle, a green bundle, a purple bundle, brown bundle, and an orange bundle to go with the anthologies. And very popular yellow. Well, it's because it's spring. Because look, let me just say, right? If you bought those 2 bundles, well, no, actually, I'm going to say 3 bundles, right? Look how gorgeous they all look together. So that's the blue 3 metre bundle, that's the green 3 metre bundle, and that's the yellow 1.5 metre bundle. Aren't they lovely? Oh, here you go. My first warning already for the hour. Right. If you've got this in your basket, you need to check out. Tell you why. Lots of people have already checked out. There are 9 left, right? And 7 people are sitting there with it in their basket. Now, some of those people in their basket might have bought 2, because we can't see what the quantity that you buy until you actually check out. So if you've got the yellow one in your basket and you definitely want it, check out now. I know I haven't shown you the other 3, but you can check out as many times as you like. You only pay 1 P&P. It's going to go. It's going to go. I haven't even shown you the other colours yet, because I've now got red. I've now got red. Lovely, aren't they? I think you've got a Christmas red, a bright red, and a port or a claret. I'm not quite sure. We'll have a look now. There you go, exactly right. Port, Christmas red, and bright red. No, I was saying that one. Isn't it lovely? ½ metre of each. £9.49. Now, Christmas red isn't just for Christmas. They're lovely, aren't they? Rich, rich, gorgeous tones, though. As I say, 1/2 metre of each one. If you are new to us, they're Spectrum Solids by Macawa. They're 42 to 44 inches wide. They are 100% cotton. They're machine washable at 30 degrees, and the quality is fantastic. Quilting quality, really, really good weight of cotton. £9.49. Loads of you. Loads of people coming in and putting that in their basket. Please be careful. Please be careful. That's all I'm saying. So that's the yellow one and the red one. Right, pink. Pink, 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 pink. Right, the red one flying into baskets. Absolutely flying into baskets. Please be careful. Please be careful. Right, pink now. Baby pink. Magenta and candy floss in there. I've got something on the bottom of that one, I'm sorry. Oh, yeah, there it is, there it is. Yeah. Gorgeous pinks, lovely blenders. Don't they look gorgeous together? Those with the greens are going to look fabulous. Do you know what? I'm seeing like an appliqued quilt with all spring flowers on it for some reason. Because it's nearly spring, isn't it? The day's getting longer, aren't they? Normally it's dark at 4 o'clock. It wasn't dark at 4 o'clock yesterday, was it? Plain pink fabric bundle, £9.49. 1.5 metres of fabric you got in there. Love it. See, now you're learning, checking out straight away. I will go through a stock check in a minute because I've got one more to show you, but they're absolutely flying out, these. Right, what is the Pantone colour of the year? Well, they've called it ultraviolet. It's a range of purples from amethyst through lilac, through lovely swirl of purples, right? Look at this. Look at this. 1/2 metre of each fabric, remember, total of 1.5 metres, £9.49. They just call it plain purples, mauve mist, violet, and deep purple in there. I'm telling you now, that will fly. That one will absolutely fly. Purple at the moment is just, it seems it's well, mind you, I must have changed it because yellow was so fast at checking out and everything. But purple at the moment seems to be very, very, very popular. See, here you go, they're going into baskets already. Going into people's baskets already. Another person, another person. Please check out your basket. Please check out. As I say, and I know you get bored of me saying it, but I'm only saying it for your own good, because I know what I'm like. If I think I've got something and then I find out I haven't. So just put it in your basket doesn't guarantee it's yours until you've checked out. Right. I'm going to recap straight away. I know I shouldn't do a recap immediately, but I'm going to recap because I'm going to tell you, these are flying out. Yeah, lots of people are buying. Oh, now, I don't think I've told you if you're a new buyer. If you buy, say you bought this bundle, right? And you bought 2 of them. Don't put it in yet. Don't put it in, don't put the graphics yet. If you buy 2 of any bundle, right? They don't come joined together. So what I'm saying is that's you'll get 1/2 metre twice of each of the colours. So if you're new to thinking, oh, I'll have 1 metre of each of those, it won't come. If you bought the yellow one, it doesn't come as a metre, a metre, a metre. It comes as 1/2 metre, 1/2 metre, 1/2 metre, 1/2 metre, 1/2 metre, 1/2 metre, all wrapped in a gorgeous box in tissue paper and everything. Right, very quickly then, green first. I can tell you now how many are left, you see. Now we can, I can tell you because they're going to fly out the door, these. 3 metres. 3 metres, you're getting there. 1 metre of each. You see, going into baskets so quickly, these. Make sure you check out. This is the green tone fabric. And like I said the other day, when I did the green bundle with Hannah, producer Hannah, it absolutely flew out. £18.99. So that's the green tone fabric. Make sure you check out your baskets on that one. See, another 6 of just literally just then, as I started, another 6 people who's added that to their basket, but you do need to check out. Blue bundle now. It's lovely, gorgeous blues in there. Sea, deep, was it deep sea? Sea blue, baby blue, blue sea, and nautical. This is nautical, I feel. Yeah, that's nautical. £18.99, 3 metres. Again, very, very popular. 3 metres up. £18.99. So they're the only bundles that have 1 metre of each fabric in. Now these, of course, cause mayhem, these ones now. This is my yellow bundle. Now you get 1/2 metre of each yellow in there. Lemon, maize, and bright yellow. Or just yellow, I think it was. Just yellow. Just yellow. Half a metre of each. Right, half the stock has been checked out, and there's lots in baskets, so you do need to check out. Please check out if you've got it in your basket. I'm only telling you if you're own good because I don't want you to miss out. Lovely, aren't they? Gorgeous. Now, what colour would you mix that with? You see, I'd put it with either the green or the blue. Let me just show you. Oh, okay, but I just want to show you those two. So I've already showed you the green. Remember, if you're watching this thinking, oh, what was that green one again? If you go to the internet, go underneath where I am, the screen where I am, all of these are listed. Today's products are all listed down there. I definitely put the green and yellow together there. Right, stock warning on which one? The yellow one? Told you, purple. I told you, colour of the year, Pantone colour of the year. I always say Pantone, and people messaging going, it's not Pantone, it's Pantone. There's only 6 left. After all that, oh no. Right, okay, right. Somebody's just checked out. There are 5 bundles left, but 6 of you have got it in your basket, right? So one person is definitely going to miss out. Right, there you go. If you're putting it in your basket now, you do need to check out immediately. I'll put that to one side because that'll have sold. Yep, exactly. Right. Next, shall I do red next? Red next. Oh, do you know what? I thought it was something on the fabric. There's something on, I'm looking, there's your camera, right? And I've got a screen below the camera. There's a little white speck in the middle of the screen. So when I hold that up, it looks like, and I was like trying to shake it off the fabric. Anyway, sorry about that. The magic of television, not. So, okay, there are 10 of these left. But 5 of those are reserved, as you say. No, can't even say reserved, can we? 5 of those are in baskets. But if they're not bought unless you check out. So there's 10. I've got 10 available, but 5 people want it. 6 people want it. If you've got that in your basket, please check out. Well, if you all check out, that'll leave me with 4, won't it? That's it. And remember, we're on repeat now. On Sky, we go on a loop all day long. So what happens is, we've noticed, is an awful lot of people, when they come in from work, or they come in from Sunday lunch maybe, or wherever you've been, say shopping, people then start buying in the afternoon as well, because we're on Sky all day long. The sales after we've gone off air are enormous, and loads of new buyers today. Welcome to the Sewing Quarter family. Right, so I've got one left to show you, the pink. Then I'll tell you about my sewing machine bundle, because that's also very limited. Right, purple has sold out. This is pink, obviously. I was just checking what I've done with it, because I knew I'd put it somewhere. It's down there. It's on my sofa. You weren't watching earlier, I've got my sofa in today. Oh, I wonder if I could do my show from there now. Pink. This is how little Paul would be if he was doing the show, wouldn't he? Anyway, look at the pink bundle. No, he's much camper than I am. Here we go. Oh, look at me. Tucking in, I'm tucking in. I thought I was in my lounge, sitting on my sofa, tucking myself in. I didn't burp. I don't burp and have a beer at home. Anyway, pink bundle. £9.49, metre and a half. Metre and a half there. Plain pink, gorgeous. Okay, right. Okay, so more than half have actually been checked out, and I've got 5 more people with them in their baskets at the moment. So please go through. Oh, now lots of people buying different coloured versions. I don't blame you at all, because imagine, you can't buy the purple one now. So how much are they? That's £9.50, call them, £9.50, right? So that's 3 9s are 27, £28.50. £28.50 for all that fabric you'd be getting. If you bought all 3 of these, £28.50 it is, isn't it? Oh, okay, somebody wants to see the green one. Lots of new buyers coming through. Someone's just asked to see the green one. Foliage green, a metre. Foliage green is a metre. I've got emerald green. I can't remember what the middle one was. Come on, John. What was it, Ginger Mike? Dark green. Oh, dark green, foliage. No, hang on, that's foliage. Okay, foliage, dark green and emerald. Okay, £18.99. Lovely, isn't it? If you are a new buyer. Oh, yes. It's over there. I haven't got it. Oh, it's a slide, right? If you're a new buyer and you spend over £10 on your first auction, or first purchase, on your first purchase, not including your post and packaging, you don't have to do anything. You don't have to fill a box in or anything. We will automatically send you those 28mm rotary cutters with 4 spare blades for £16.99. So if that green bundle or the blue bundle is your first purchase, or if you buy two, one of, like the pink one and the yellow one, as long as it's over £10 on commodities, that doesn't sound right, does it? Not including your post and packaging, then you get a free gift. And also, Tom just reminded me, it's not out, but I'll get it out for you in a minute. If you buy fabric, right, new buyers, it comes in the box with tissue paper, all wrapped beautifully. We get lots and lots of comments how beautifully, but that's only on cut fabric. You'll only get cut fabric in boxes. Have a look at this still of a sewing machine bundle that I've got. Yeah. We've got the Elna 680 is one of our best-selling sewing machines, right? We're doing a special bundle today. Now, it always costs £999. That's the price of the sewing machine, full stop. Is it possible, when we've shown this, to show all the slides that we show that go with the 680? Have you got those there or not? Yeah, that's what I mean. So we will be able to show it when I walk out. So I'll walk over underneath the still of it all, right? So what you're getting there, for your £999, you also get, as a free gift, the Quilts in Ireland book by Kay Fassett, the Fat Quarter bundle of 10 Fat Quarter pieces for Kay Fassett, and the cutting mat, which are all worth 80. Okay, don't worry, I'll tell you in a minute. Right, okay, have a look at the Elna 680 details. I think these are brilliant, but remember, I've only got 2 left. I've only got 2 left in this allocation. 170 stitches, 91 needle placings. The embroidery, the decorative stitches are just amazing on it. There's so many. And a 9mm, it goes to 9mm. You can go to a 9mm size with the letters and the alphabets and things like that, which is much. And I know it doesn't sound very much. A normal machine is 7. There they all are. A normal one is 7. There's that cushion. There's that cushion we were looking for. I'll go back to that in a minute. We were looking everywhere for that in the other room earlier. Going, Lucy. I blame Lucy. I thought she'll have taken it home. She's taken it home, and there. I just saw when we did a close-up of this. You see, I could just see it there. Anyway, anyway, keep going, because we've got more details about this sewing machine. LCD touchscreen, thread cutter, which most sewing machines come with. It's got the. Have you got the page with all the accessories on it? Have you got that page? Right, they're the embroidery threads, and that's all the. Oh, and also you see the picture on the right-hand side. That's where you keep all your feet, because you get loads of feet, including a walking foot with it. And you see, look on the other side, they have a 10. It has 10 buttonholes, 10 buttonhole things. Then we look at all the accessories you get with it. Look, it's got 2 of the plates. It's got the knee. Can I just drop the graphic just a little bit? Look at all those. Look at all those: standard foot, satin stitch foot, open toe satin stitch foot, blind 10 foot, roll 10 foot, overlock foot. All of that comes with it. Large extension table. Now, there's another sewing machine that we do, 730, the wide one. That doesn't come with the large extension table. It's got a foot controller, and it's got a semi-hard protection cover. £999. All the small technical details. You can do twin needle. Right. Now, I've got to tell you now, there are 2 machines left, and 3 people have got it in their basket. Now, we do stock this machine all the time. I'm not saying, today only. We always have the sewing machine, but this bundle is today only. Now, it was supposed to last till 8 o'clock tomorrow morning, But it's not going to, is it? Because there's 2 left and 3 people have got it in their baskets. £88.97 is what well, it's either you can think of it as a saving, or you can think of £88.97 as a free gift for you. From us. Now, I'm worried now. I'm worried because 3 people want it, but only 2 of you are going to get it. Sheila, hello, John. Could you briefly show us around the sewing machine, especially the storage part? Wonderful show this morning. Oh, Sheila, of course I can. Of course I can. Right. Yeah, look. So there's this bit here. Now, I'm doing this back to front, so hang on a minute. Right. Oh, hang on. Where is it? There you go. So first of all, this is the little bit where I showed you where your feet... Now, someone's taken this foot out and this foot out. Obviously, yours will come with it all. You see this here? This is brilliant, because yesterday I was doing my stitching and I started off doing it very, very slowly, and as I got more and more confident, I made it go faster and faster. This is where you cut your thread for you when you finish sewing. That's your locking stitch. That's your reverse stitch. This one here, you don't even... It's not plugged in, so I can't show you. But this one here, right, you don't even need to use your foot. You can start and stop by using the button. So if you don't want to use the pedal, you can start and stop just by pressing the button there. Now, what's that one? Let me put my glasses on. I can't remember because I was using it yesterday. I can't remember what that one is now. Can't remember what that one there is. The second button down. That's your reverse stitch there. That's your locking stitch. That's your cutting off. That's your speed. Can't remember what that one is. That looks like a needle going up. Oh no, it's needle up, needle down. So you've got a thing where if you put it in, if you're doing, and you always wanted to finish with the needle down, you press it and it will always stop with the needle down. Press it again, it'll always stop with the needle going up. You get the wide table that comes with it, which I haven't got here now. And then, look, I daren't show you in there. You get all of this, right? But it's just, look, walking foot. It's got the echo foot, everything you need. The buttonhole feet, extra spools. It's got everything in there. I didn't want to show you that because it's everything and more, really, isn't it? You can read on the... Now, how much does a walking foot cost normally, see? How much does a walking foot cost? And you get that already included in the kit. Right, I better go. Because... Not go, I've got a couple of minutes yet, but I've got 2 left, right? But 3 people want it. What do I do? That's all I've got for today. For this bundle. Yeah, that's what I've explained all that. Yeah. So, Vanessa. Good morning, John. Please say a warm welcome to the new buyers. Oh, that's lovely, Vanessa. And tell them that the material is high quality and they will not be disappointed with anything. Vanessa, you see, I can say that as much as you like. And if they're a new buyer, they'll be like, oh, he's a salesman. He's just trying to sell us that by saying that. Well, I think the quality of everything we do. The thing is, those of you who don't know me, I can't lie, right? So if there's something that's not very good, you'll know, all right? And how often do I get excited? You ought to see me, well, on most shows I'm like this, I'm a bit over the top on all shows, but I'm not a salesman. I can't do, oh, yes, madam, you've got to buy this. Can't do it. Right. Got 2 meals, I'm starving. Can I have egg and chips, please? 2 emails that have just come in as well. Oh my word, look at Linda. Good morning, John. I've put some of the smaller rulers on the wall and leave the larger ones on a shelf. Is that your workroom? Look, oh my word. Now, you see, when we first started and we first brought Creative Grid rulers, right, little Paul said, because they've all got a little, I'll show you, right? They've all got a little hole at the top here, right? And little Paul said we should have them all on. It would be rubbish here because it would blind you, because the light reflecting from hundreds of these on the wall, and because we've got crossroads kind of walls, if you knock them, they wobble, sort of thing. It'd be like that all day long. You'd be like, ooh, it'd be like being in a disco. One more email quickly before I move on. It's from who? Glenys. Glenys from Cumbria, love it. I can see K Facet fabrics in there. So she's done a hexi cushion and then used K Facet fabrics. I tell you which one I haven't seen before, Glenys. I've seen all of those before. No, there's 2 I haven't seen before. You see like the leopard print one with the blue, yellow and red one? I've not seen that one before. And the far left with the little flowers in squares, I've not seen that one before. But the rest, we've sold all the rest. I just don't know what those 2 are. It might be that Natasha or Amy had them and I just haven't seen them because they've sold out. Right, I haven't shown you all. I've got loads of Creative Grid still to go. Got 10 minutes. What shall I do? Right, what I'm going to do is I'll just go quickly. This one here, I need my glasses. This is the round-up tool. You can use it to do corners. You can use it to do, well, I'll show you on here. Look, you can do orange peel. You can do quarter corners. You can repeat that to create a circle. Or, of course, a line with the tool of fabric at the edges to round a corner. £24.99. Right, I'll show you the instructions very quickly. The red bundle of fabrics are sold out from the other side. The blue and the yellow have sold out as well. Oh, crikey. Right, okay, shush. Right, now, I don't know where to go next. Straight out of line. I'm out of line. Oh, look at this one. Now, I've never seen this one, but I don't think I was supposed to have this one today. Designed by Carla Alexander, this ruler features unique 4-patch blocks with the illusion of curves. Oh, an optical illusion. Do you see what? I don't think this one's meant to be here today. Take advantage, because I don't think it's meant to be here. £21.50. Okay, next one. I've got the 60-degree finished 8-inch triangle. Equilateral triangles. It's called, it hasn't got, oh, hang on. I haven't got a code on mine. It's called non-slip 60 degree triangle, 8-inch finished size. See a demo anytime on Rachel the Ruler's, there you go, there's the blocks. £20.99. Oh, here we go, our Hayley. Oh, Linda, our Hayley, you know that we always go on about. She's watching at home. She went, wow, your workroom's amazing, Linda. Non-slip lazy. Excuse me, I think I've been left out somewhere along here. Look at all the different styles you can do along here. This one is called non-slip lazy angle. Lazy angle blocks are quick to cut and easy to piece for perfect points every time. Make hundreds of blocks in 1 to 6 inch finished size. No templates, no maths, strip cut pieces. Oh my word. That's fantastic, look. Look, 2-step blocks, 3-step blocks, 4-step blocks. Look on the back. Oh, I like this. I want one of these. What's called lazy angle? I'm getting one of these. Lazy angle. Okay. My word, I'm racing. I'm having to race, I'm afraid, because I'm running out of time. Oh, Storm at Sea. We've seen that one. We've seen Storm at Sea. I don't need to do that. We do that one. What have I got on this one? This one is the non-slip tumbler single strip. We've had a double strip. This is the single strip one. We had the double strip one earlier. This is non-slip tumbler single strip ruler designed to cut 9 tumblers from 2.5-inch strip each time the ruler is positioned. Rachel the Ruler and Carolyn Griffin made this one. A lot of tumblers. 9, that's what I've just said, 9. 9 tumblers with the ruler, £20.99. I'm sorry I'm rushing, but it's just, we've run out of time, and I've still got the fabric bundles to update you with. Right, people are adding to the baskets. What's this one? Non-slip Cathedral Window. It's a Cathedral Window. Sorry, where's my piece of fabric? Love this. I didn't know we even had this one. Creative Grids non-slip Cathedral Window. £22.50. Lots of you adding to your basket. I'm going to do next multi-size 2 peaks in 1 6-inch. Because this is brilliant. This is 2 rulers in one, this one. I know this one. It's not one of those. Look, it's 2 peaks in 1, it's called. I'll open the, Paul, you peaked years ago. Oh no, actually, I think you must just be arriving at your peak. How old are you? Oh, you're older than that. Oh, you're at your peak now. This is it, this is as good as it gets now, Paul. Again, look at the instructions, £20.99. Let me hold the fabric up so you can see it. It's got so much information. Lucy did a whole show on this. £20.99 by Rachel Arula again. She's very talented, Rachel Arula. It's a family business, family business. Okay, moving on. I dread to think who's going to tidy this up afterwards. Right, let me do, which one? I've got Starburst, yeah, I've got Starburst here. 18th of November this one was on. There you go. I mean, it's got so much information on it. I'll show you. I'm about limited on this, so £24.99. Let me just show you. Love it. You can do a spinning star block. It's lovely, isn't it? We've done that. We've got that one somewhere because I did that one with Lucy. You can do the dodecahedron block or dodecadon block. Dodecadon. I did that when we did the show, didn't we? It's brilliant. No, they're all too young here to know what I'm talking about. Right. Then I've got multi-size 45 and 90 degree triangle. It's called non-slip multi-size 45 90 degree. Dual purpose ruler cuts half square triangles, quarter square triangles up to a finished size of 5 inches from strips of fabric. Just show you this one. £19.99, this one. Actually, what I should do is I should get Gerardine. Next time I do a show like this on my own, I'll get Gerardine in and she could be my expert. She's got all these rulers. £19.99. I think it shows up to about 17 or 19 at the last count. Okay, very quickly. Oh, hang on, that's a nice one. What's that one I've got? I've not seen this one, I don't think. 120 degree triangular ruler. Oh, look at some of the shapes you can make with this one. £24.99. Look. Nice, isn't it? That's brilliant. £24.99. Creative Grid non-slip 120 degree triangular ruler. Brilliant. I know we're going too fast. I know we're going too quickly, but I just want you to see them all. Right, then these ones, I've got 45 degree half square triangle. Makes half square triangles, like I just said. Doesn't say single, it just says strip there. £20.99. Oh, there it is, that half square triangles. Lots of people multi-buying. You pay 1p and p, remember, 1p and p. Right, 2 more. Lots of new buyers in today. Lots of new buyers in. Right, double strip ruler, equilateral triangle. Haven't we done one of those already today? And then I've got one more. Last one. Then I'll run over to the fabrics. 4.5 non-slip double strip ruler, half square triangle. Right. Oh, that's the wrong. Oh, that's nice, isn't it? There. Right. £24.99. Before I go and do the fabrics, shall I show you tomorrow's menu? Do tomorrow's menu, and I'll walk over under tomorrow's menu because I don't know what I'm doing tomorrow. Amanda's in tomorrow. Fit and flare tunic. It's me. Haberdashery highlights. Oh, that'll be interesting at 9 o'clock. 10 o'clock, top tote bags with Amanda. 11 o'clock, miss it, miss out. That's all with me. Miss it, miss out. Right, which of these are sold out then? The yellow's sold out. Yellow. The purple's gone. Red sold out. There was one of these two that sold. Blue sold out. So, right. That's about to sell out, the pink. And then I've got green. I've got a couple of the green left. Always fly out. Always fly out. These are 3 meters, right? These are 3 meters. 1 meter of each of those. Foliage, dark, and emerald. Beautiful. That's me done for today. I am back tomorrow. And Tuesday. Anything you've missed? Now, you know, on Sky, we're live until 12 o'clock. We're going to go off any minute now. On Sky, 6, 7, 8. It's on a loop all day long. On YouTube, anytime you want to see it, any day that you've passed. Thanks ever so much for your company. I'll see you tomorrow morning, 8 o'clock. Do not be late. Sewing Quarter is the UK's first TV channel dedicated to sewing and quilting. On air and behind the scenes, our team of top industry experts work hard to bring you tons of exciting projects. Whether you're into dressmaking, bag making, piecing, patchworking or quilting, you'll learn something new every day from our talented guest designers and fabulous presenters. Our online shop is packed with tools, haberdashery essentials and fabulous fabrics, from simple solids to designer gems. And with our 30-day money-back guarantee and single daily postage charge, you can shop with confidence. So tune in daily on Freeview 78, Sky Channel 678 and shop online at sewingquarter.com.